should be live.
Yeah, he can't go. I mean, I could tell a lot of crowd didn't know it yet, but they're still. I mean, he was hype as fuck performing it, but.
Nah, he a dope performer. All right, we live here for sure. All right, let's see who's gonna be first in the chat. What's the deal? Oh, should we mute it? Stoners Committee, what's the deal? You B7 here. What's the deal? What's going on? Let me pull this up over here. All right, we in the game. Palm trees in the chat, man. Palm trees in the chat. That's your water too.
Oh, for sure, I'm gonna need that.
Palm trees in the chat. We're gonna let this chat warm up. But yeah, we got DJ R-Tistic in the building. Salute, man. Thank you for pulling up.
Of course, though, man. What's good with you?
Yes, sir. Welcome back.
Man, I appreciate you. We in here, though.
Yes,
so.
sir.
Yeah.
Last time things got so dramatic and it was just everywhere, but I feel like we still had a good portion of our conversation. I feel like we had some dope conversation. I know one of my calls was late. Me and my other calls at the time was beefing.
There's a lot going on that time, I remember.
Yeah. But I feel like we still had some dope conversations. Got some dope clips on it. Cause you even clipped something.
I posted.
Yep.
I posted the one about DJs breaking music and all that. So.
Yep, I remember that. Do you remember the feedback on it, like the comments?
I mean, nobody really disagreed with it because I feel like it didn't go. It wasn't like a viral video that everybody saw anyway. But everybody, at least from my side, they all the DJs agreed for sure.
I'm sure they did.
They all agreed because we always play new music. It's just that it's always artists who in the comments complaining that we don't play theirs.
Play their records, so they run a narrative like y'all not breaking new music. Because, I agree.
Yeah.
I definitely agree with that.
All the time.
All right, Ben. Shout out to the chat. While the chat warms up, I know we're starting a little late, you guys. My fault. But while the chat warms up, I want to have a warm up cue for us. Hold on, it's in my DMs.
I'm laughing at Flow the Great.
Flow the Great. That's funny. All right, I got it queued up.
I'm a guest host, but either way, I'm here though.
Here we go. This is what we're gonna warm up with while the chat. I gotta make us a little smaller. So it says, which record label are you erasing from history? Bad Boy, Cash Money, Deathrow, Rocafella. Bad Boy, Cash Money, Deathrow, or Rocafella. What you going with?
Well, for me?
Yeah. If you had to, you gotta delete one.
It's so impossible. As a record label, I'm gonna say D because as a label, Rocafella didn't have as much. But Jay to me is the greatest rapper ever. So without Jay, the game, everything does change. But I think that the course of history changes even more if you erase any of the other three.
I would say that, but you gotta then Kanye. You getting rid of Kanye if you take out Rocafella and low key like Dipset too.
Rihanna. I mean that's not rap, but I mean it's tough. It's tough because I mean. Deathrow, obviously, especially being LA, is just like Deathrow.
Not going nowhere. Deathrow, not going
they ain't going nowhere, period. Cash Money, of course, that means everything they did with Hot Boys and Juvie and Wayne, but then that means Drake, that means, we don't rock with her now, but Nicki. So
no, you need Cash Money, too.
Cash Money.
It's between Bad Boy and Rocafella.
I mean...
But Bad Boy gave us Biggie.
Yeah, Bad Boy had Biggie.
The Live.
I mean, honestly, do we say Bad Boy? I don't know. I mean, at this point, of course, like, because the thing is, I'm trying not just be on some like, oh, we ain't on Diddy, no, we don't rock with Diddy, so fuck Diddy. But it's like, just thinking about the legacy of it, as you said.
Yeah.
Rocafella legacy, artist-wise, is probably stronger because aside from Biggie, like Biggie, I mean, is still a top 10 rapper
I feel like
ever.
Bad Boy had more R&B.
They more R&B. If you're talking about hip-hop, then
yeah. I feel like Bad Boy gave us Fave, Total, 112.
Yeah,
Carl Thomas. It's like to me they were an R&B label with some noteworthy rappers.
Yeah, they had the Shine, they had the Black Rob, they had G-Dat, but
you can do without those. Only
like Mace,
the only Integral, and then even Mace is just one album.
Yeah, that album was crazy. Yeah, the album was crazy.
I feel like hip hop goes on without that Mace album.
Like
I don't feel like that album is integral to hip hop.
It's not really integral. I would say that I wonder how things would go because. To me, every single piece like led to something else. So 97 was all Bad Boy. Yeah. That led to everybody making jiggy music. So even when you heard somebody like Rampage, who was down with Busta Rhymes, he had a jiggy single. You heard Don't Let It Go to Your Head from Brand Nubian. They had a little jiggy chime. Even songs like
Shiny Suit Era.
Even like JD and Jermaine Dupri, Money Ain't a Thing. That's a jiggy beat that came from that Bad Boy sound. So that 97, 98 period of music does sound different. And I wonder where it goes from there without Bad Boy. But something would have happened. I mean, the 90s had so much creativity. Timbaland sound was there at the same time, so
Yeah,
it still would have kept on moving.
I might be, but see, because I mean, all right, Rocafella. If you get rid of Rocafella, you get rid of Jay-Z. Does hip hop prevail without Jay-Z? Like we know hip hop it does not prevail without Deathrow. Like without them mainstream and taking gangster rap to mainstream. We know that.
Yeah.
And then we know that without Cash Money, the South doesn't have its might just as much, like in my opinion.
Like No Limit is still more important initially than Cash Money as far as the 90s go, but as far as just the way that things expanded, Cash Money took it to a different height, I would say.
Yeah, I felt they had superstars.
They had bigger superstars.
Yeah,
so.
and then you don't get Drake. Like, you get what I'm saying? Like, how does hip hop sound without Drake? How does female rap sound without Nicki Minaj? Modern female rap.
Yeah, because everybody, like even Doechii and them, still sound like.
Yeah.
And Doja Cat, they all still sound like Nicki. So.
I agree.
Yeah.
So, damn, all right, I'm gonna put it up on the screen one more time for you guys before we move on. This is just a warm up. Palm trees in the chat. Stoners Committee, my mindset, Rocafella. Are you getting rid of Bad Boy, Cash Money, Rocafella, or Deathrow? This is our chat warm up. We're gonna start doing these every episode. I think
Nas had a Jiggy era too. That's real. He had the You Owe Me's, and I mean he had songs with Diddy too. So
yeah, but it didn't work. I feel like that didn't work for anybody except for the Bad Boy artists.
Yeah.
And even they hated it. Yeah. They hated it. They didn't want to do that.
Yeah.
Being forced or felt coerced.
It worked for a good year and a half.
The trend.
By 99, it was over.
Yeah.
When Mace came back with Get Ready, it didn't hit.
No.
So
that's what I said. I can do without Mace. All right, I'm getting rid of Bad Boy because they are R&B label.
Yeah.
All right, bye Bad Boy. All right, Ben. Let me pull up the rest of our topic.
Yeah, I can rock that. Yeah.
So my weekend, I'm going to show you guys. Basically, I had 2 Rap Report Card release parties. Because the 2026 LA Rap Report Card just dropped last week. Went out to celebrate. I hosted Culture Lounge on Saturday. Have you been to Culture Lounge or DJ there?
Culture Lounge, where is it at?
It's downtown. It's not far.
I don't think so. I've been hearing about it though.
One near downtown.
Okay.
Let me show you how it went down.
Well, let me see.
It was a movie. It was definitely a movie.
Let me see how y'all got off with it.
Let me see. So it just went up.
That was Saturday night too?
This was Saturday night.
Report card with somebody twerking next to it.
Yeah, it's crazy. It's the homegirl Raya.
Okay.
Homegirl Nail. It got
Legendary active. Yeah,
it was lit. It was lit in there. Shout out Culture Lounge. Thank you for having me. Our section was the most lit section.
I can tell. Yeah. A lot of things moving in there.
A lot of things. You should see when she starts shaking ass like this, all the dudes in the club just circle our section like fucking vultures. Like she was
close.
fooled. Like it was going up.
Oh wow.
It was going up. I think I got one more a better angle too, like an aerial view. Hold on, I sent it to myself. Here we go.
That's Culture Lounge. Okay.
Yeah, it was lit. No drama. All good vibes. I was fucking with it heavy. So yeah, you definitely got to check it out when you get a chance. Hopefully they book you soon.
I'm with that.
I don't remember who was DJing. And then one more. And so on Sunday, which was last night, we went out for the one with DJ Charisma at Jungle.
Yeah.
And it was Tam's birthday. Happy birthday to my co-host Tam. Happy birthday to her. Shout out to her. She went out with me. And I'm turning up. That record's going crazy right now. They ran that back like 4 or 5 times.
That's probably the biggest track out.
Yeah, shout out Charisma, man. She had that bitch jumping. She did her shit.
Charisma always hold it down. Easy call. Any of the rappers come through?
Leaky was there.
Okay.
A couple other LA rappers, Anthony Lewis. What's my boy from 50s? I think he was there. Joe Moses was.
Okay.
Yeah, but happy birthday, Tam. Look great.
Shots going up. I'm like,
and our mod 7 pulled up. That's one of our mods. She pulled up to the party. So shout out to her. It was a good time. I wanted to have a conversation with you, if we could, about what are the best clubs in LA, because we're not known for our nightlife. Or they know we have a nightlife, but they don't like it. Most people.
Yeah.
So, what's your take on what's the best clubs in LA?
LA is in a very weird period. It's not really about the club. It's about the parties that happen. And these parties might go to different clubs. They might, so it's more so about the events. Some are weekly, some are, because like, if you just want to say club, like Jungle where you were just at Sunday, Jungle has something different every night. Like Monday is Monday Night Vibes, karaoke. Okay. Saturday is Afro beats. But it's not like, it's a club. That's one of the only clubs that is going to be something that's probably hip hop or black every weekend or every week. Like Sincerely Yours is probably the most popular spot for some of my crowds. It's more of like it's a mixture of like natives and transplants, but it's downtown. Okay. They open basically Thursday to Sunday. I was there on Mondays for a little minute, but that's one of the spots a lot of folks rock with. That's more of a lounge.
I don't think I've been there. Sincerely Yours?
Yeah, it's right down the street from Bossa Nova on Olive. Okay. So it's not like a club, but it's like a lounge that people go to. All right. I would say like ballet, they have a new ballet that opened up like around the corner from the old one. Okay. So that ballet, it's like, I think they still having like hip hop artists on Saturdays. So usually if you go down on Saturday, we had LA Function there for Game's birthday. Okay. November, we did that on a Friday.
Where else is LA Function normally at?
Usually Academy. So LA Function is a perfect example. That's not a club. LA Function, a party we do like every month from May, June, July, August. Then we do Halloween. We do pop-ups for like birthdays. We might do New Year's, stuff like that. So
okay, I went to the one where YG performed.
Yeah, that was probably last year. Yeah,
that was last year. That one was lit.
Yeah, that went crazy. Yeah, that was crazy.
That was crazy, really. Yeah,
it was chaotic, but it was on point.
Oh my god! And everybody was on stage, from Chef Boy, Rucci, everybody was up there. Yeah, and I started doing a stanky leg in YG's section, and YG just looked at me and started shaking his head. I'll never forget that.
What's this nigga doing? Acting up.
So you saying that LA is not known right now? It's not known for its clubs. It's known more for its parties.
Parties, yeah, because they have like Swansea. He has Rise Brunch on Sundays out in Glendale. Mm-hmm. It's a lot of things like that. You can go every week. Like Third Base will have something that's a day party sometimes. I
heard Third Base got rats.
I heard they had some roaches and all that. They got an 80 though. They still gave them a B. So I guess they said,
I'm not ordering food or drink from nowhere with a B on the window. Yeah. I will say when I went to, I've been to Third Base twice. One was for like my class reunion. They tried to have a class reunion there, an impromptu one, and then the other time with the homegirl. Nastiest restroom I ever been in my life.
Damn.
And normally it's the female restroom that you hear is nasty. Guys are kind of cleaner in that regard. Nastiest restroom I ever been in, public bathroom restroom. They said you like Roddy Ricch is crazy. Who did they say earlier? They said, hold on.
They're talking crazy on it.
Oh, my chat gets crazy.
I can already tell. Yeah, because Third Base had those issues like
the Shea Frost.
That's
the Shea Frost.
Streamer.
Oh, okay.
The Streamer. All right,
babe. I guess he'll take it.
Yeah.
But for sure, let's get to our next topic.
Yeah.
No, give me your craziest club story, and hopefully it's not a shooting. But what's the craziest thing that ever happened to you in a club in LA?
I mean, it's so many different types of crazy, and LA is LA. I'm trying to think of what's like
a good story for the show.
I mean, the craziest is probably when I first started. It's probably 2010, 2009. There was a spot called Joseph's, which is, I don't think Joseph's is Madeira Kitchen, is it? Or is it something? No, that's something else. Okay. Madeira Kitchen used to be called Shag and Wonderland. All right. Joseph's is something else now, Cahuenga, whatever, Ivar or something. Okay. But I was there every Friday for a minute when I first got started, and they used to just book random parties. So this week it might be somebody's birthday. This week is an artist coming. I don't know, so I show up sometimes. So I show up on a Friday one time. They're like, all right, so we booked the porno porno convention after party here.
A porn convention after party. So it was a bunch of porn stars.
Basically, porn stars, the directors, everybody involved, and it was like I'm just DJing, playing regular shit.
And
but it's just they're not. I ain't see fucking, but dudes is just getting head right here. You see girls eating each other.
It's sex going on.
Sex is all out in the open at the club.
At a club, that's crazy.
It's just like one old dude.
Should have paid you extra.
Like, I'm trying to walk through the crowd. It's an old dude just standing there like this, and I'm like, "Hey, bro, move!" I walk over, he's getting head, and I'm like, "Oh, my bad."
That's sick.
Keep on going. So
did it stink in there?
I ain't smelled nothing lately, but I wouldn't be shocked that it was. So maybe I was congested because it was a lot going on. So
no, that's bad. That's bad.
So that's how shit happens sometimes. It's LA.
That's true. All right, babe. Where we at? Where it is? Shout out to everybody in the chat. Palm trees in the chat, or I'm gone. Palm trees in the chat, or I'm gone. Where we at?
Somebody got the government. My boy Ron Turner. What's up?
Don't be dropping government names in the goddamn.
Government names in here. What's up though?
Yeah, bet. Yeah. All right, so let's get to it. We might as well. Let's talk about. Let me get your opinion on this.
Yeah.
Do you feel like if you're a hip hop podcaster or if you call yourself a hip hop journalist, you should know what year hip hop was invented?
I think
or credited to be.
I think you should.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's pretty safe to say, right?
Yeah.
Or if you ask a hip hop podcaster, journalist, or interviewer or whatnot, like who invented hip hop, you know, or like who was the first rapper to win a Grammy?
Yeah.
Basic question. Or even something as simple as name 3 songs off the Chronic. And they can't do that. Mm-hmm. Would you feel uncomfortable talking about hip hop with them moving forward in a serious manner?
I mean, I would say this too. Like, you know, if they're 26, 27 and they're all the way in tune with the young movement and they don't know as much history, I want them to know that. Mm-hmm. If they don't know that, I'm not gonna say, all right, I discredit everything else that they say. It's just that I ain't gonna take them serious about anything older though. I'll say that. So if they're trying to tell me that this album's better than the Chronic or this album's better than, It Takes a Nation or something, but if they can't name those questions, I'm not gonna take them serious about those topics.
Okay.
I'll listen to them about anything new if they up on game about that. But overall, I would hope they know those questions though.
Yeah. I just feel like if you're gonna call yourself a hip hop journalist, you should know what year hip hop was invented, or you should know something as simple as that. I just feel like you should be able. You can't call yourself a West Coast hip hop media person and you can't name 3 songs off the Chronic. I feel like even if you're 21 years old, don't call yourself a journalist if you didn't spend an afternoon Googling or listening to the Chronic album.
At least Chronic,
Yeah, that's a basic mainstream album. It's like I didn't ask you.
We didn't say the recipe for Mac 10.
Right, I didn't ask you Mac 10's debut album or Make Way for the Motherload or nothing. I'm asking you about something that was pivotal to hip hop. So that's basically ultimately what happened last Monday on this show. Mm-hmm. My co-host, Boe Jackman, former co-host, invited an artist named TrueCar. You know who TrueCar is?
For sure.
So TrueCar,
outside,
he invited TrueCar without asking me, which is cool because TrueCar, I've interviewed him before. So he had TrueCar pull up last week, and basically he couldn't name. TrueCar asked him to name 3 songs by him, and he couldn't. So it's like you invited somebody here, and you can't name 3 songs by them. Yeah. It reminded me of you remember that clip where T-Rell went viral for saying he didn't remember Reason. He couldn't name 5 Reason songs. It's like you're interviewing somebody, but you can't name their songs. I just feel like as interviewers and as hip hop podcasters, as journalists, so-called journalists, we should do better jobs than that. Even if you go do a deep dive on their music before they pull up, whatever you got to do.
Yeah, facts.
I remember like a month or so ago, we had Marc Lux pull up. You know Marc Lux?
Yeah.
So we had Marc Lux pull up. Boe and I interviewing him. I'm asking all the questions. We're going through Marc's new project, Open Gates, track for track. I'm noticing Bo's quiet, and I'm like, Boe, you don't have any questions for Marc? He looks Marc dead in his eyes and says, I've never heard your music before. I've never listened to your music. So to me, that takes away from the credibility of the platform when I'm having rappers come up here and you can't name songs by them.
Yeah.
And to me, it just feels like a culture vulture to me. It feels like you want to profit or benefit from a culture without doing your homework or research for it. Because if you love hip hop, you're gonna go listen to hip hop. You're gonna research it. You can't say you love hip hop and you don't know what year it is, or what year it came out, or who invented it, or name 3 songs off the Chronic. You can't tell me you love hip hop if you can't name 3 songs off the Chronic. I don't care what age you are. That means you don't love it.
Yeah.
And you don't love it like that. And I felt like I was embarrassed when the Marc Lux thing happened. I was embarrassed last week when TrueCar asked him to name the 3 songs and he couldn't name that because again he invited TrueCar, so that's crazy. Let me show you this other clip. I posted on Instagram. I don't know if you saw it. It was from a few weeks ago, and this is when I should have knew. Like, bro's a culture vulture. He don't know what he's talking about. It should be right here. Hold on. So, because you're saying, okay, he's younger, so maybe he knows the newer stuff.
I was saying, if he's younger, how old is he, or what is he?
He's like in his late 20s.
Because nowadays, I'm never shocked if they don't know certain stuff that's historical. But,
well, he's not no YN. He's like at least 26 or
he's not 21. Yeah.
All right, this is from a few weeks. This is from a few weeks back. Let's check it out. YG albums, not mixtapes, albums.
My Crazy Life.
I asked him to name 3 YG albums.
My mind's going blank, but YG still having a run.
Could you name 3 YG albums? Yes or no? Stay Dangerous.
Yeah, because YG still having a run, but my mind's going blank. So no, now, no.
Okay, so you can't. Can you? What 2 record labels was Nipsey Hussle signed to throughout his life? And
Listen to this.
All Money In.
Which 2 major record labels was Nipsey Hussle signed to
Interscope.
throughout his? You're an idiot. You're an idiot.
Interscope, All Money In.
You're an idiot.
He said Deathrow.
Deathrow.
Nipsey's on
Atlantic
Deathrow?
and Epic Records.
Culture Vulture. I know
Can
Nipsey's
you
on Deathrow.
name
He wasn't.
3 AzChike projects?
Not current.
Any in the history since he's been out in 2018?
Rich and Ratchet.
Classic.
That's his
Best
best
body of work.
body of work.
Any other ones?
Rich and Ratchet is definitely
3
AzChike's
AzChike
best body
albums.
work.
So no.
My Cold World or some shit like that. Cold World.
I'm gonna take it as a no. I'm gonna take it as a no.
And
Can you name 3 BlueBucksClan projects? All you had to say was Clanway 1, Clanway 2,
I mean,
Clanway 3.
yeah. They got the one with Hit Boy too.
I did not like that. Biggest Out the West.
No.
I did not like that project. Can you name 3 G Perico projects?
no, I've only heard him on features.
So he don't know the new stuff.
I've never listened to a full G Perico song.
You gotta be one side or the other. You can't.
Yeah, you gotta do something.
A lot, because like for me, I don't know all the new albums or mixtape names. As a DJ, I know all the song names I play, but
okay.
A lot of times it might be a case I don't know this project, but this song's on it. I know that, but
yeah, but you're not posing yourself as some esteemed hip hop journalist. So basically, Boe Jackman, he said it last week. He's like, Dejon, I've been covering LA rap longer than you. Because I guess he started when he was very young, even though I've been in the music business since 2008 when I was 12. Nonetheless, I was managing back then.
Yeah.
He's saying that he's been interviewing or covering LA rap longer than me. He's interviewed Draco and Greedo and Shoreline and Blue Bucks, but then you can't name a BlueBucksClan album. You interviewed Chike, you keep bragging about how you was the first person to interview AzChike, but you can't name 3 AzChike albums.
And he interviewed him. Yeah, it's different.
Like you telling me you only heard G Perico on features. Like that's crazy. Or even the whole back to the Marc Lux thing. How can you be a credible LA hip hop journalist and you've never listened to Marc Lux? And this is one of our most promising new artists that is getting coverage on the East Coast. Like has Rob Markman and all of them bigging him up.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? Like he got a TD cosign, got a Mustard cosign, and you mean to tell me you never pressed play? You never heard of him until I told you he was gonna be here. Then I told him a day before that Marc Lux is coming tomorrow. He showed
Got
up.
time to prep at least. Yeah.
I sent him the link to the album Open Gates, and he didn't even listen to it. He sat in Marc Lux's face, looked him dead in his eyes, and said, I've never listened to your music before. How do you, as a journalist, you can't do that? So, again, my issue with Boe is not personal. I do not have a personal issue with Boe. My passion for hip-hop journalism is why there's a fence between us.
Yeah.
He don't owe me money or nothing like that. You know, he ain't steal from me. It's nothing like that. It's not personal. It's just I love hip hop too much to sit here week after week with somebody that I thought knew hip hop because you've been interviewing rappers for 10 years. I thought that in 10 years you would have spent an afternoon or two researching hip hop and Googling when it was invented or something like that. You would think so, but clearly you've been too busy. And so to me, it feels like a culture vulture. That's just my opinion on it. To me, that comes off as a culture vulture. Here you have somebody who's not black that wants to hang around rappers on camera, interview rappers on camera, make money in this culture, but don't love it enough, don't care enough about the music or the culture to research it. After 10 years.
Damn. Yeah.
Because Bobby Atoff or whatever her name is, she sit with rappers all the time and lay in bed with rappers on camera.
Him and all that. But
Is she a hip hop journalist? No.
Never in life. Not even halfway.
She definitely don't know what year hip hop was invented. You get what I'm saying? Yeah. So, just it wasn't working out with Boe. Then, before I get to the Ray Vaughn thing, Boe called into Hater World. Let me play that clip.
Hater World?
Hater World. So I went on a podcast yesterday called Hater World, and Boe wanted to like hijack the interview, so he called into the interview and was telling me how he was offended by me exposing him for having a lack of hip hop knowledge. And let's check that out. Hold on. Give me this is not it, not the clip. I'm just going to this page. We're gonna talk about that later. Excuse me. Here we go.
Whatever the fuck you do.
You trying to schedule a firing? How about now, bro? I quit. How about that? How about that?
I already fired you. What are you talking about? I've already fired you.
I quit.
I already fired you.
Oh, he quit.
I fired Boe on Saturday.
He got
This is
fired
Sunday.
first. You asked me earlier, was Boe Jackman fired?
Yes,
Now I
yes,
said Boe Jackman is fired. I was dead ass serious. I let the record reflect that before we started filming, you asked me, is Boe Jackman fired? And I told you Boe Jackman's fired. You must have thought I was playing.
Say it.
Yes.
Yeah, like he's done.
I said it on my screen on Saturday. I've said it on camera. Boe Jackman is fired. I said I want to do I'll do something else with him.
You did say that.
But I'm not doing hip hop content with him. My platform is a hip hop platform. Now, if Boe want to go walk the Marathon Burger or some shit like that, cool. But no.
So, in your opinion, was I wrong for firing Boe because of his lack of hip hop knowledge, or should I have kept him on the show knowing that he doesn't know certain integral things?
I mean, it's your show, so I feel like if he's not up to par with what you're looking for, you can't be wrong for it.
Yes,
It's
I agree.
That's the way I see it. I mean, especially if it's happened multiple times and you've been on his head about it.
Yeah.
It wasn't just like a one strike thing.
No, blatant.
It's
It was
like,
blatant and keep repetitive.
Yeah.
I felt like, 2 more points on this. I felt like, one, it took away from the credibility of the platform. Having someone sit here every week posing as a LA hip hop journalist when they don't know hip hop. I feel like somebody could be like, they don't even know hip hop over there, and then just take a clip of him not knowing certain things and X, Y, Z, and that makes me look bad. Secondly, I want to take full, and I said this on Saturday when I fired him, I want to take full accountability because I am the boss. This is my platform, so I should have made sure that he knew those things before I had him here as a co-host.
Vetted him and everything. I get that.
So I want to apologize to the chat, anybody, my subscribers, anybody who supports the platform, because I shouldn't have had him up here if he didn't know those things. Now, I was under the guise that because he had did all these interviews with all these LA rappers for 10 years, XYZ, that he knew it. So I'm thinking that, I'm assuming, which is wrong, I made an assumption that he had hip-hop knowledge because I seen you with Draco, I seen you with Shoreline, I seen you with Greedo, I seen you with Blue Bucks on camera for the course of 10 years. Then he ends up getting kicked off No Jumper a few months ago. He got kicked off No Jumper for he was clip farming with Draco. He was trying to use Draco's name to make a clip. Adam calls into No Jumper News like, Bo, shut up. This is a redundant point. Let's get to the actual topics. This isn't on the topics. And then he was never on No Jumper again. I felt bad for him. So when he asked me, could he come join this platform? I said, yeah, because he had got booted from No Jumper. But I should have done my research on him and asked him certain questions. I didn't know that the interview process for this show should be. So what year was hip hop invented? And who invented hip hop? I just assume that anybody who's been doing this for 10 years would know. But again, you can't assume. You definitely can't assume. Do you think that makes Boe Jackman a culture vulture? Because Vaughn called him a culture vulture. He commented in the YouTube video last week, and he commented on my Instagram post of the situation, saying that Boe Jackman is a weirdo and a culture vulture. Do you think that this warrants Boe being a culture vulture, not knowing hip hop but trying to make money from it?
I mean, on surface, it sounds like it. I don't know enough about him to give him that label because that could be seen as a derogatory thing. But I mean, on surface, someone who is only into a culture just for the surface of it and the money, and they don't know the history, they don't have the true respect for it. A lot of times they are culture vultures. Kind of depends on what they're about. It's some of them who might not know the history, but if they're actually positive and putting these artists, in the right position and not profiting off of them, maybe not. But with him, I mean, if he's making money off it, I don't know if he's really making money off of it or just getting clout off of it. Either way, it's
probably the latter. Probably the
more
latter.
so clout, yeah. But
it's unfortunate. It's unfortunate. I can't. I mean, I hold myself accountable at the end of the day. At the end of the day, it's still my fault because I had him here. I'm not even mad at Boe. I'm mad at myself for having someone here that didn't know hip hop, didn't even know what year hip hop was invented. With that being said, I want to make a quick call to somebody. Hold on. See if we can get this person on the line.
See what's good with him, yeah.
Let me see. See what we can do. Yo, what's the deal, Vaughn?
What's happening with you?
Chilling, man. I'm sitting here with DJ R-Tistic.
What's happening with y'all?
What's good, man? What's cracking with you? How you feeling?
I'm good. I'm blessed. And this little hacky sack with my daughter, man. I ain't on shit.
Oh yeah.
That's good. That's
One of
good.
the tops, marvelous mentions.
Okay, bet. I wanted to just get your take on me firing Boe Jackman. I let you know I let him go. I saw your comments. I saw the feedback, and I fired him. I wanted to get your take on that.
I mean, I just necessary for get them niggas out of there. Like people who don't even know what the fuck. I watched it. If you know, I ain't no bias, man. I be talking shit when you be great niggas. I be talking shit, but when I watch your stream and I watch that one in particular, I'm like, damn, this man know a lot of history about hip hop, and that's why he be grading everybody so crucial. And then I'm like, all right, he ain't just talking from a critic perspective where he not listening to the music and he don't know what he talking about. He actually like doing his homework and being like, okay, well, what are you doing? So to me, for somebody who, I just feel like a person who, like Boe, to even speak and say like, oh, I would never listen to I don't plan on listening to his music. I'm like, damn, this nigga's not a journalist. Can't be. Yeah. You can't be a music journalist if you're saying you gonna block out the music that feeds the soul. How you doing that? The essence that we was built on, if you gonna block it out, like, you just want to hear us talk about killing each other. And to me, I feel like you ain't a part of hip hop. You love LA rap. I love LA rap too, but I also love conscious music that make me think, because everybody ain't gangbangers. Everybody ain't street. Everybody ain't crashing out. There's people with normal jobs, normal lives, or mother trying to figure out how to navigate. It's a young black boy out there trying to figure out how to navigate. And as artists, that's our job to give them the music to help them navigate. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like, yeah, we got the music, the shoot up, bang bang music, but I just feel like it's necessary.
Are you going in and out? Hold on.
You said I'm going in and out now?
No, I can hear you now.
Yeah, no, I'm saying, like, I feel like it's necessary for us to have the artists that speak for, you feel me, the black boy in the hood that ain't got no music to navigate, that, you know, all he got is the music that's telling him to crash out. What about the music that's going to help him get to college? You know what I'm saying? Like, those type of music, everybody ain't ignorant.
That part. So Boe was basically shitting on conscious rap. He was saying that he basically only wanted to hear like party slappers. He called Ray Vaughn's music unk shit. Then when I asked him to name 3 Ray Vaughn songs, he couldn't. And then when I said, well, just go check out Ray Vaughn's music and come back with an opinion, he said, I would never go listen to that shit. I would never listen to it. It's trash. So how do you say it's trash if you never listen to it? Like Ray just said, you're not a journalist. Do you feel like Boe Jackman's a culture vulture, Ray?
Yeah, I feel like he feed off of like the gimmick. He feed off of the gimmick of what hip hop is. And I'm not saying because he only likes LA rap that he's a culture vulture. I'm saying that he's excluding any other part of hip hop. You're not accepting hip hop in whole, and then you, as like a man who's not of color, dictating like a whole subgenre of hip hop as trash is like crazy. Even some of the best journalists have accepted, like, you know, you see the people who what we subgenre we call like SoundCloud rappers. We still accept them niggas as in hip hop because we need those people. Without Soulja Boy, we wouldn't have those people. We got, you know, we need the hits to dance to in a club. Everybody don't want to be conscious all the time, but to completely expel a whole subgenre of rap to me is like, yo, you're not of the culture. It's you in it for the shits and giggles until somebody giggles and shits. You feel me? And you're getting punked on camera, like that need to like the way you talk to him, like, bro, he don't. He was trying to stand up for his manhood, but to me, I'm like, yo, you ain't of this. That's why you don't have no stance of like to be combative with you. That's why he kept saying, I'm not finna sit here, because yes, you is finna sit here and just shut up. You know what I'm saying? Because of overall, you don't know what you're talking about when it comes down to hip hop, and that's how I just personally feel. So he could go and do his smear and all that shit, but bottom line is like, that man is not a journalist. That man is a clown. I need to put that nigga in a wig and give him a nose with the white paint and let the nigga do what he gonna do, and he gonna phase himself out because they always do.
I feel you. I feel you. If I could go back in time last week, what I would have did was instead of going like arguing with him or trying to get him to answer my basic questions about hip hop, I would have just asked him to answer my questions or excuse himself from my set.
Yeah.
That's what I should have did. Like, okay, you're either going to answer when I ask you, because it's not an offensive question. It's not a personal question if I ask you what year hip hop was invented or name 3 Ray Vaughn songs.
You don't know the answer to. That's what it was. He didn't know the answer. The man looked lost on that motherfucker. Then, you got to deflect, because then he got to hold what's left of his, his manhood. And we all man, but at the end of the day, you on a hip hop podcast. Like, y'all talk about hip hop. The man brought True Car up there, didn't know no music by True.
Sick. That's sick. I would be offended if I was True Car too.
Yeah, like me sitting up there, I'm getting up because I'm like, yo, that's bad for the brand. If you like, we know who you is. I want to do my homework. Like, instead of being one of these people in the comments on your shit, like, oh, you don't know. I want to do my homework. I'm like, oh, he's somebody. He really got, he got a voice. So he's saying this because he really mean that shit. So I'm like, all right, for sure, I can take that with I can take constructive criticism, especially from somebody who's doing it constructively. So it's not just, just somebody shitting on him. It's like, yo, this what y'all all we talk about. Not me per se, but, when you get on LA rapping like this, all y'all talk about, and that's why we not reaching, because all of us listen to the other niggas. We listen to the Dirks and listen to the Gunners and listen to, you know what I'm saying? We're not even playing our music because we can't.
They're not saying nothing for the most part.
You know what I'm saying? They're not saying nothing. So I get it. So when I went and did my homework, I'm like, I understand. But to see him sitting next to somebody who know what the fuck they talking about, it just make it the argument, like it defeats the purpose of your argument. But it also adds to the purpose of the argument where you're like, oh, they only want to hear us talk about killing each other.
That's how
you want to hear.
That's how it came off. Now, this is my last question for you before I let you go. What made you diss Aiden Ross and Adam 22 in that viral OTR freestyle? And congratulations on that freestyle as well.
Thank you, brother. I feel like we had a space in hip hop where it's like we leaning back into the roots of heavy lyricism, and I feel like Aiden Ross, that kind of like he gonna phase himself out, and he already doing what he doing or whatever. But I just feel like it's for the essence of hip hop. We used to speak on, the state of the culture, where we at, and when you hear, I don't hear nobody talking about what's going on. Everybody just, they talking about drinking, fucking, killing, smoking, like we make that music, but we also got to give the people, we the ones who make stands and make change with a lot of our music when we push it without the fuck the police coming straight from the underground. You know what I'm saying? Like, we got those type of songs that pushed hip hop into the forefront, but we not really making music like that anymore. And I get it because on certain beats, but with that freestyle, I felt like I was targeting all the people, such as Boe, where you feel like you could just come in and we invite you to a cookout and then you think you own this bitch. It's like, oh, we got the no jumper. I feel like the way that they do the culture is bad, and at the beginning it wasn't that, but it turned into like a clown circus over there, where everybody feel like he bring people up there to incriminate themselves, bring them up there. It's bad for the culture. It's anybody who bad for the culture and not of the culture is directed to them, but especially the ones who are not of color, especially Black History Month, and that's just where I stand.
Facts. I remember in the freestyle you said, if you get paid by us, then you answer to us.
Yeah, if you profit from us, I mean, you answer to us. How could you hate us so much? We recommended us. That's like, bro, we if, as much as, we get hated on and speared and talked about, like, we doing something that feed families, feed generations. And then, you come over here, or at least respect what the fuck we doing. Respect what we doing. You're not going to go into a fucking opera set and be like, oh, they shouldn't be singing like that. They should change it like this. Because we don't know shit about that. You know what I'm saying? We don't know that culture like that. So we're going to sit there and do whatever they rules or however they get down, then they play some business, and we're going to follow the rules of the culture. And I feel like it's certain people who not following the rules of the culture, and it's just it's just everybody just clowns, in my opinion. Like, everybody is doing shit for the clicks, views, and nobody cares. So I don't mean to sound like Unc if that's Unc, because I care about, the culture. But, that's just where I'm at.
I think what you're doing is more contemporary than the artist he was comparing you to. Shout out to that artist, but I feel like what you're doing is more contemporary and clearly is more effective. We pulled up the Spotify numbers, and you have like close to 500,000, and that individual only had 50 because they're just making LA party slappers, whereas you're making a more versatile sound. You have a new record out called Hit and Run with Chike. How did that record come together? Can you tell us that before we get off the phone?
Oh, bro, me and Chike is locked in. Like, we've been on time. I'm just like, man, I got to get something that, like, I feel like both of us last year had a good year. You feel me? And I kind of, like, I just wanted to put both of the, like, up-and-coming LA niggas where he do make party music, but he got, if you, like, Chike can rap, though. Chike is rapping, even though it's LA music, like, he making party music, he's still putting heavy level lyricism on there. He cares about the lyrical content just as much as I do. So again, I don't want to just shit and make it seem like, oh, they don't do that. They don't like that, because it's some that niggas, they really, really get off and they making a name for themselves. The nigga got a song with Dot, got a song with Schoolboy Q in like 6 months. Yeah. So it's like, that's hard, you know what I'm saying? So I'm like, damn, I wanted to show that I'm still a part of the LA culture music, like, that's going on. Let's just do it with a purpose like they used to do it back in like 2014 when you had the RJs, the YGs, the Joe Moses, where they was rapping still. That's why it went so far. I feel like the people now, they cap at a certain level. Even I got LA songs that got 6 to 10 million plays on it, and I hate the music. But it's still content in there that's like, when you think about my brother Content TG, where he's rapping real life situations on records. It's not just
fluff,
microwave music. He rapping real music on there. So I feel like that music translate, and then the numbers show. And I just feel like if we get back to that in LA, boy, we'll all be good. But me and Chike, I feel like as last year, we both had like years where we was in everybody's face. We was in everybody's face for like the whole year, where you kept hearing about us. And and I'm not just saying like LA, I'm talking about like last year we stopped all the bloggers and podcasters from talking about bullshit and made them focus on rap. You know what I'm saying? We had them talking about rap, strictly rap. Who's rapping better? No matter who they feel like won, it's about rap. And that's why I feel like that's what it's all about. So,
absolutely. Are we going to get a video for Hit and Run?
Absolutely.
Facts. That's bad. All right, for sure, bro. I appreciate you. And once again, congratulations on all the success. Don't let niggas or people like Boe, you feel me, get you down. And salute to you.
I ain't down. We up. Hey, baby.
All right, bad. All right, y'all. That was Vaughn from TDE. Shout out to him. Congratulations. You a fan?
Ray been killing shit for a minute. And funny enough, the first time I ever actually met him was a poetry event like 4 years ago. He came out and did a straight poem. So he's an actual lyricist. You can do poetry spoken with word, no beat. Yeah. Spoken word is different. So he's dope with that shit for sure.
Yeah, salute to him. And again, I have no personal issue with Boe, but I'm of the same opinion as Vaughn. It came off as culture vulture. Like, and if you guys want to go back and watch last week's episode with Chukar and Boe, you'll see like the conversation just kind of exposed him for being just that, a culture vulture. I also want to add another benefit or another plus of not having Boe on the show anymore is that I don't have to pick him up and drop him off every fucking week. My gas tank was killing me. You feel me? Putting extra miles on the car. You feel me? XYZ. Sometimes, you feel me, after you finish taping, you just want to get in your car and go home. Or you just want to sit it's my office. I want to sit up here and chill for a few more hours. But having to like take him home, pick him up every week, that shit was getting tiring. That was getting redundant. I don't have to do that with my other co-host, Tam. Like, Tam drives here and then leaves and drives home. I don't have to. If I had to, if she needed me to, of course I would. But it's like having one host that can get there by themselves and get home by herself, and then having a male co-host that you got to pick up and drop off every week. That shit gets tiring. So I'm not losing any sleep. I'm not upset by it. If Boe wants to say that he quit like he did on the Haters World clip, I don't give a fuck. I ain't got to pick you up. I ain't got to drop you off. And I know that I'm going to be podding with people that know hip-hop. So moving forward, before I find a new co-host, I guess I got to ask them, what year was hip-hop invented? That's the first question on the application.
Damn.
Moving forward.
Yeah.
So
make sure they know they shit. They got to.
You should. You should. You absolutely should. Speaking of, because we was talking about the Hater World interview I did yesterday. It was my favorite podcast appearance I've made to date. I'm talking over any No Jumper episode, anything Muni episode I've done. the hip hop conversations we were having, even though I didn't agree with a lot of their takes, just the effort put into the conversation and the passion for the music that was displayed by those gentlemen. Shout out to everybody at the Head of World podcast. I was genuinely having a great time until Boe called in and you saw that clip. Because they do call-ins at the end, and Boe was the first person to call in. Before that, I said, don't let Boe call. And they still let Boe call. So they have a new take. I just posted it on Instagram. I want to get your opinion on it. I clipped it from the, I clipped it from here. Hold on. There we go. There we go, right here.
I told you.
So this is his name is Royal, and he owns Low Profile Records. I'm wearing his shirt, actually.
Okay.
Historic Chicano rap record label on the West Coast. And let's check it out. I want to get your take on this.
When Tupac died, we ran the West Coast. But my first deal was BMG. You know what BMG was?
BMG, Sony BMG, yeah.
No, BMG was just BMG back then.
Oh, before the merger.
Yeah.
Okay.
And there was no more, Tupac died, and it was like the whole West Coast died. And that's when Cash Money came big. The black rap became Cash Money, like the Midwest. Back then,
the South, and okay.
Yeah, that became,
bad take, right?
And all that was left on the West Coast was Chicano. We were signing autographs at the Tower Records.
Well, we had Exhibit. Not to cut you off, we had Exhibit.
It was like 2003.
No, Exhibit came out late 90s. 2000, yeah, because he was on Chronic 2001 album in '99.
Yeah, so he came out like 2002. Look it up.
No, Exhibit was on the Chronic 2001 album,
but he
didn't
blow up on his own record to that X. That's like 2003.
98.
What's the album?
What you see is what you get.
Which album? The Exhibit
The
album?
Exhibit one. Remember starting
2003.
that 2003
Check it out,
release date. And
Cause someone check it out.
But I do know that
December.
Exhibit was rapping in the 90s.
Yeah.
I interviewed
19,
2000?
Yeah, but he wasn't.
I remember the date
He was like a guy on your list.
Maybe the 12th.
Yeah,
Not 2003.
2000.
He was just
Last meal was
He wasn't a
19
household
to
name.
2000.
He was a household
Exhibit
name
might have been a
when he
week
did
before.
that album. Everyone remembered him from
Restless.
was
And
the
Gray
one.
made
Yeah.
that beat.
That was around 2001.
Okay.
Because before
December
that, he had At the
12th,
Speed of Time. That's when you're talking about.
Not to cut
I'm
you.
a fucking alcoholic. That one, right?
That's Restless.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
Hold on.
See, I know like that
You're
hip-hop,
forgetting
yeah.
about Sugar Free. What about Sugar Free? Sugar Free came out
97.
after Ghetto Pac. Gospel, I'm trying to think of rappers in the interim.
I
So you're
say-
saying between
hold on,
Tupac
hold on.
and Game.
Hold
You're
on.
saying between Tupac
I'm
and
saying
Game,
I'm
there was
saying-
no black
I
rapper.
think I told you when Tupac.
Black rappers from the West Coast, you guys, obviously. So what's your take on that? I obviously vehemently disagree with him, but what's your take on it?
So he's so stuck into his own scene. So here's the thing, commercially, after 96, LA, specifically LA, and not just the Bay, but LA, lost its commercial luster and didn't really get it back until late 99 when it was like Streets is a Mother made a little bit of wave, but 2001, of course. But even that year earlier, you had Snoop Top Dogg. But that's just as far as commercially. For LA, I mean, I'll say this, like, when he's saying Chicano rap, that was big with the Chicano communities. But like,
It doesn't translate to our household.
yeah, as far as like, it was hella black rappers killing between that 96, 99 period. 97, you had Sugar Free Street Gospel, of course. You
Street
had
Gospel.
Street Gospel, yeah. Like Dub C, the Shadiest one dropped 98. Everybody was playing that.
Okay, yeah.
If you grew up anywhere between Crenshaw, Rosecrans, all the way up to Mid-City, all the way to Long Beach, you was playing that Dub C album the whole time.
Yeah.
Because like Westside Connection was 96, so that album still was getting played in 97.
Westside Connection,
Speaking of that, Ice Cube had The World Is Mine in 97. He had songs like Ghetto Vet in 97. He had Push and Wait in 98. You had Players Club soundtrack that came out like 98.
We Be Clubbing.
We Be Clubbing. Yeah, We Be Clubbing was huge,
is a
98.
huge hit record
Yeah,
from Westside Connection.
that was 98. So
I disagree
you,
with bro.
so you had Corrupt Drop Corruption, which
Yeah.
was somewhat of a flop, but you had We Can Freak It in
We Can
98.
Freak It, his biggest record.
Yeah,
biggest
We
single.
Can Freak It was 98. So it's like,
Yeah.
in that period, you had a lot of LA, like 99, 2000, you got Tash from the Alcoholics came
from
out.
the Licks, yeah.
You know, so it's like we had a lot.
Razzcazz.
Yeah, Razzcazz dropped Ghetto Fabulous 98, Red Assassination, I think 98.
Yeah.
You had that was on BET with him and Mac 10 and Dre.
So there was
yeah.
music. What is this guy talking about? What is Royal talking about? Again, salute to
Yeah.
Royal. I'm wearing a shirt. But on this particular take, I have to disagree with you. There were successful black rappers that became superstars in the late 90s, early 2000s, before the Game. Because he's basically
for sure.
like, I feel like the Game, it wasn't like I mean, that's the narrative. The narrative is that the West was just dead until the Game. But it's like, no, there was Exhibit. There was Sugar Free.
Exhibit
There
was
was
huge,
Westside
yeah.
Connection.
Quick had his second
run,
Like
yeah,
98 was rhythmalism. Yeah,
Yeah.
rhythmalism came up 98. Down.
Yep.
Rest in peace, Mossberg. But you got Get
Rest in
Naked.
peace, Mossberg.
You got Get Naked in 2000. You got Tash, a Mission Tash already. But Exhibit, even with Exhibit, the number one video for Rap City the whole year 98. 98 was a strong year for hip hop.
Hip-hop,
Outkast,
one of the greatest, yeah.
the number one video on BET Rap City was what you see is what you get. I remember that countdown.
So yeah.
So it's like that was the number one song the whole year on Rap City at that. So in that period, LA still had some shit popping.
El Royal, man. Bad take. So I'm not going to clip it. I'm going to let them clip it. But we also had a conversation about Tupac. They said that Tupac, what was their exact take? They were saying Tupac was like, not a nobody, but wasn't as big before signing Deathrow. And I'm saying that
arguments over that.
I said that Deathrow was obviously his detriment. I feel like Deathrow took away from the messaging that he had in his earlier music, the social, that conscious element. And I'm like, he was already a movie star doing big movies before he was ever at Deathrow.
Yeah.
So I disagree with that. I can't wait till that gets clipped and people see that. I feel like that take is going to go viral because the three of them were like adamant about it. They're like, no, you weren't there, you weren't alive, or you were an infant, you don't know. Before they said that it wasn't until he signed with Death Row. They was like they said quote unquote Tupac was so unimportant that Interscope wouldn't even bail him out of jail. And I had to educate them that no, they didn't bail him out of jail because one, he was in jail for a sexual assault. And they didn't want to be associated with that. They had got all that money from Time Warner. As well as Tupac was going around calling Jimmy Iovine, founder of Interscope Records, a white devil. So why would Interscope Records spend their money to bail him out? Of course, it took Suge Knight and his attorney, David Kenner.
I forget his name.
I believe his name was David Kenner. His attorney to get him out, and they put up the money to get him out. I said, why would you can't? It doesn't even make sense. He went from Interscope to a subsidiary to Deathrow. You get what I'm saying? Like that to me, that's a demotion. I went from being a flagship artist, the flagship hip hop artist on the major label to being the artist on their subsidiary. You get what I'm saying? Like to me, it was a demotion.
I get that. I mean,
what's your take on it? Do you agree with him or?
I mean, so we've had arguments about that. Me and Glasses Malone were kind of on the same side on Twitter because somebody was trying to say Tupac was bigger than Snoop in like 95. And it's a case of like Snoop. So people forget because between 93, 94, 95, Snoop was the biggest artist in the whole world. Yeah. So Snoop was bigger than Tupac, but Pac was still big in a different way.
With Doggy Style,
yeah, Doggy Style, of course. So Pac still was number one selling. If not number one, he was top selling in 95 before he got with Death Row.
Yeah.
So
Me Against the World.
Yeah, Me Against the World. He had, of course,
that went double platinum.
Yeah, Dear Mama. He had So Many Tears and, you know,
you're talking about classic records way before he ever set foot on Death Row. That's what I'm saying.
93 was Keep Your Head Up and I Get Around. So it's like, then he had the movies on top of it. He was already a movie star. He had
Juice,
Poetic Justice, Juice. He on Different World and all that. So
Above the Rim.
Yeah. So Pac was already a star. It's just that he was not the biggest rapper in the game until he got with Death Row. But he was big enough for Death Row to get him. It was almost like funny enough, the same year it happened with Shaq. Shaq was already one of the biggest stars in the game, but he wasn't Jordan. He wasn't Jordan until Jordan retired. Then by 2000, Shaq was the biggest NBA player in the game. Kind of the same way. It's like Tupac was not number one. He wasn't Jordan before he got with Death Row, but when he got with Death Row, that did put him on top. That's because of what Snoop and Dre and them built.
Yeah, well, the number one rapper was Snoop. Y'all had the number one spot. But at the end of the day, Tupac was already a superstar in hip hop in music before he ever stepped foot on Death Row Records or stepped foot out of prison. He was already a superstar, and I feel like
he was.
They were trying to make it seem like he was like just some regular random rapper until he got with Death Row, and that's not the case.
Not at all.
Absolutely. All right, Ben. What's next? Okay, so another thing that happened while I was at Hater World was why am I on this screen? You know, during the call-ins, basically someone called me and asked me about the whole Marc Nasty situation. Are you familiar with Marc Nasty?
Or Nasty.
Yeah,
that song going crazy right now. Yeah.
He got another song called Pumps in the Bumps. I do not like that song.
I heard that one.
The Hammer.
Hammer sample. I did hear it.
I don't like that song.
Yeah, I heard it.
But I didn't like the Hammer song. I don't like.
It was novelty. It was hilarious.
That's the perfect word for it. That's a novelty record. I do not.
Yeah.
Every time I hear that, because they played that in the club a couple times this week, and I'm like, I don't know.
I never played. Whenever it gets played, people get hyped just because it's funny. But,
It's funny. It's definitely funny. But nonetheless,
Yeah.
so I got a call while I was at Hater World, and they wanted to talk to me. I was up there to promote the rap report card, obviously, and they wanted to talk to me about the Marc Nasty domestic violence allegations and him getting arrested and the whole police report that's been posted. And I'm going to play the clip of the call in so you can see how I handled the situation. I'm looking for a keyboard clips post. It's this one. I don't have to type his name in.
Hey.
Hold on. Here we go.
I saw some of the comments. People shout out, Last Minute Snoop. East Side was 99, 2000. Yeah. LA had some shit. Somebody said Dub C was not mainstream. He was on Sister Sister though. So he was still. He
got a look. Got a
He got a look. He wasn't. No, I didn't say he was mainstream at that level, but yeah, he was still. He was known.
All right. Call us, ask John about the Marc Nasty and Auntie situation. This is on Hater World.
about Marc Nasty, fool?
They were playing Marc Nasty's song in the club last night. I hosted a rap report card release party at Culture Lounge, and they played this record maybe 3-4 times. 2 different records, multiple times. They were playing this record. The club went crazy when they was playing this record.
Nice.
Okay. I gotta check them out.
Where's he at?
But Marc Nasty beat on Auntie last night. That's your cousin, fool?
That has nothing to do with me. That situation has nothing to do with me. I'm up here to talk about I'm up here to talk about the rap report card. That situation has nothing to do with me. Thoughts and prayers. All I can say is Marc Nasty's songs were getting played in the club last night.
Unknown cause.
At my rap report card
you
release
go.
party.
Oh, I did see that, but I didn't see that.
Yeah, that don't have anything to do with me.
Yeah.
I didn't put my hands on anybody's song. There's that.
Hey, what's up? Is your cousin good, bro? I heard the caller just calling and say some shit too. Is all that good?
That doesn't concern me in any way. I'm up here to promote my rap report card.
Bro, you really like that?
Yeah, I'm in work mode. You know, all I care about is work. You know that.
Nah, that's a fact.
So that was my response when the callers called in. Like I said, they filmed all the way in the IE. I drove all the way out there to talk about my report card. The moment was about me and my new list that I just dropped. And to talk about the rappers and hip hop like we had been talking about for the previous 2 hours before Boe called in, and then that happened right after. Yeah. You guys, because people have been hitting me up nonstop, tagging me and stuff, DMing me all kind of stuff, asking me am I going to fight Marc, which is crazy. No, I'm not going to fight Marc. I have no issue with Marc Nasty. That situation has nothing to do with me. I wasn't there. I don't know anything about it. I have not spoken to the female in question. I haven't spoken to her. I don't know. No one called me, text. I don't know anything about it. I don't know what happened. I wasn't there. So why are y'all asking me to go fight Marc Nasty? What if Marc Nasty was defending himself? You never know. Like, we weren't there. What if he was getting hit and started defending himself? You never really know with these type of situations. I try to stay out of dick and pussy politics. That's what I've learned in life, is to stay out of dick and pussy politics. When a couple or 2 people sexually engage or have those type of disputes, I don't want anything to do with it because it gets messy. I didn't do anything. And again, I don't know anything about it. I don't know why people they tried to get me to call into another podcast earlier today and talk about it. I'm like, you know what I know. I saw it on the timeline at the same time. You saw it on the timeline. What I will say is that it's like, dang, Marc Nasty music was heating up. Because I heard it.
The buzz was going up.
The buzz was going up. I heard it both club nights. I went out twice this week. Both nights, I heard his records going crazy in the club, and then people was fucking with it. I'm seeing he's doing songs with RJ, Joe Moses. He's getting played on Power 106. It's unfortunate that something personal like this will come out when he's on this upward trajectory. Not saying he's like mainstream or nothing like that, but he's buzzing in the city. What's your take on that?
I mean, I haven't even read the report to see, but I feel similar. It's where you just never know what happens. So my thing is, like, I'm always gonna believe, whenever I hear of any abuse accusations, like, I know that shit happens. I know when it comes to artists and when it comes to men, women, things happen. And in a lot of cases, the men have, are the aggressor or, whatever it is. But in some cases, that's not what it was.
Sometimes it's the female.
You never know. And
depending on the female.
And this
female's character. You never know. They could be rowdy, disrespectful, verbally abusive, physically abusive, getting in the man's face, putting their hands on him first. You never know in the situation. So that's why I don't have an opinion.
Yeah, it's like, I don't have any opinion. Like, the thing about nowadays is a lot of times we do get video evidence. We get video evidence, we get audio evidence. So that's what I judge off.
Oh, the truth will come to the light.
Yeah, truth always comes out. Because I'll say this too, when it comes to a lot of like celebrities, usually the ones who are truly abusive, you hear about it again. Like if you hear about one accusation one time,
it don't just happen once.
It's usually multiple. So it's like I don't know what happened, but if he did do something, he's got to straighten the hell out. He got to, get with his team, go to anger management, whatever it is, and don't let that shit ruin your career because you get one strike when it comes to the industry.
Yeah, I feel like this can keep people from listening to Marc's music or not want to check out his projects or anything like that. As a DJ, if you hear these stories, a story like this about an LA rapper or any rapper, do you second guess playing a record? Do you take it off your playlist? How do you approach it as a DJ?
Yeah. It gets hella complicated. It's one of the most sensitive topics ever because it's like the thing is like all of us contradict ourselves. It don't matter who we are, if we DJs or not. So it's like on Twitter, I remember one girl was on my head like, "You play Dr. Dre at the club? He's an abuser." I go to her page and she had a big ass Chris Brown banner. So it's hypocritical. It's so much hypocritical type shit. So for me, it's a case of like. Personally, I don't play R. Kelly. R. Kelly is one of the ones we saw proof, we saw evidence. Mm-hmm. He got away with it a million times. He's done 30, 40 different things that we know happen. Yeah. As far as even with Diddy, it's like people know I've DJ Diddy's appropriate parties before.
Oh, you DJ Diddy?
I ain't did a freak off. I did the appropriate party with the family and everybody. But it's like because everything we saw him beating Cassie, we saw physical evidence of it. That's true. So I ain't gonna play a Diddy song, but if he produced a song for Mary J or Biggie, I'm gonna play it still. So
but you wouldn't cut on Diddy. You wouldn't cut on I Need a Girl.
I haven't played that since then. Like even Benjamin's, I'll skip his verse and go straight to Lil' Kim.
Really?
Yeah, because it's just like
that's your moral standpoint.
That's my moral standpoint. And the thing is, at the same time, just like everybody else, we all gonna have contradictions. Because I still have played Marvin Gaye and Rick James and
abusive,
and everybody else. And James Brown. And I hate saying it, but it's like. Even when it comes to Michael Jackson, I truly hope he didn't do nothing, but a lot of folks believe that he did with allegations. So it gets so muddy when it comes to allegations and who did what. So when it comes to local artists, when it comes to things that, like say somebody told me like, all right, it's not in the news, but I heard this rapper so-and-so did something, I have proof, and trust me, I'll take their word on it. I probably won't play them, but it's like, it gets so complicated because you just never know what happens, and it's, what the producer was abusive. Do not play shit that they produced.
That's
it's
true.
Like,
I hear a lot of stories about these LA producers being creeps and inappropriate with the women.
Yeah.
I hear stories about the LA rappers. People DM me. Women have DM me stories about the LA rappers, and I always tell them like you got to go to like a LA Hood Media or a platform that's gonna post that type of stuff. I really try to keep my page about music. And try to separate the artist from their music, the human from their music. Because again, I still listen to Dr. Dre, and it's a fact what he did to D Barnes. He went to jail for it, and it was proven what he did to D Barnes in the early '90s, and she won a lawsuit and all that stuff. But again, obviously not condoning any sort of violence, male on woman or woman on male.
Either way,
but hopefully, you guys moving forward, you guys can respect me when I say I don't have anything to do with that situation. Please stop tagging me in it. Please stop DMing me and commenting on my page about it. That situation has nothing to do with me. I was so I hopefully I didn't like express it, but I was so like disgusted with the cause yesterday because I was having such a great time talking about hip hop, and then y'all calling me about people I don't even like associate myself with or anything like that. Like I don't care about the situation, to be honest. I was there to talk about my report card, and I didn't want to just come out and just say like I don't care, hang up the phone. So I tried to just smooth it over. But
you just try to be sensitive to it, but it gets complicated. Yeah,
but like I said, at the end of the day, I don't care. Put me on record saying I don't care whatsoever about the situation, and that's that. Now this is another thing I found out during the Hater World, because the news broke about the shooting at Marathon Burger while we were filming. So finding that out online was crazy, and I believe someone lost their life.
I heard my homegirl from Long Beach told me it happened 2 blocks away. It wasn't like in front of the store, but And it could have been somebody who was at the store out there in the commotion, but it didn't happen at the actual store. It wasn't inside the store. It was, well, she said 2 blocks away, but I know a video had
Like
Black
a block
Sam.
away. Yeah, the individuals
yeah.
from the event were seen in the video. I'm going to pull up the video.
Yeah.
I've been hearing that narrative because people trying to clean it up. Those people were out there for the Marathon Burger grand opening. We're not saying it happened in the store right in front, but it happened at the Marathon Burger grand opening. Not at Marathon Burger, but at the grand opening. Unfortunately, it definitely shouldn't happen. You can't do shit for black people sometimes. It's always some bullshit. This was disgusting.
Long Beach still Long Beach, LA still LA when it comes to certain shit.
Yeah, that shit
all
was
the time.
Disgusting. All right. So 1 dead, 2 wounded in shooting after opening a Marathon Burger in Long Beach.
Shots are being fired right now. Shots are being fired.
That's scary. That's what I mean. That was Black Sam ducking right there. He ran past Black Sam.
Yeah. I know that party garage is at too. So.
Me too.
Yeah.
That's Young Barry Gordy.
Go.
Yeah, people had their kids. That's all right. That's enough.
Stevie Wonder was out there. It's just like,
I saw that. I'm gonna play that video. Get this mouse. I'm trying to look at this. All right. What's that? That's P Nice running right there, and I saw them run past Black Sam when he was ducking behind the car. So we can't run with the narrative we can't use the narrative that it didn't happen at the Marathon Burger grand opening because we see Black Sam ducking underneath a car in the video, which is extremely unfortunate. What's your take on this type of senseless violence? This event?
I mean, I hate saying it, but it's been happening that way forever. It don't matter how positive it is. Like we've been going to events since the late '90s, early 2000s as kids, and so nonsense happen because all it takes is that one bad seed. All it takes is just that one person who's not there for the right reason.
Yeah,
just that one person who knows who's gonna be there, and it's like, all right, I'm gonna start something here. Like they're gonna go there and target them, and it always like I'm just used to it, sadly. So it's as bad as it is. I'm never gonna be preachy like we gotta do better. We ain't been doing better. It's been the same way forever. It's like you might see 55-year-olds saying we gotta do better, but when he was 25, his homies were doing the same thing. It's like LA has been that way forever. LA, Long Beach, Compton, Watts, Linwood has been the same way since I'm gonna say the 80s, since
crack era.
Crack era. Like it's always just been nonsense happening, and it don't matter if it's a positive event or not. So it's a positive event. You feel safe. I mean, because think about just the fact Nipsey got killed in front of his store anyway.
Yeah, and
like
that was another business of his, and it was a shooting that someone got killed. Lauren London was out there. Stevie Wonder pulled up for Christ's sake. That's crazy. Families. I saw people in the video. I see somebody pushing a stroller with their baby in it.
Yeah.
And y'all out here shooting. It's ignorant. Poetic Flacco did some disgusting deep dive on it where he's naming the individuals who allegedly did the shooting and their gang affiliations and giving like explicit. He's basically doing police work XYZ. But I do see people in the chat saying Young Barry Gordy did get, that was the gentleman in the red sweatsuit, get popped. Okay. He did post on his story photos and videos of him in the hospital and showed the gun wound on his leg. So this is actually like his 3rd time being shot in the past like 2 years. So prayers to Young Barry Gordy. We used to work together at No Jumper.
Okay.
This is senseless violence, man. I feel like this hurts the Marathon Burger brand though. I feel like it just gives it like a ghetto filter over it. And not that they're responsible in any way, but it's like, because you got to think what happened at the first Marathon Burger grand opening. There was an altercation there with the Rockstar gentleman, and Black Sam had to walk him across the street and get cracker to come back. That type of thing is not necessarily a good look at a grand opening. And then now we have this. Any more Marathon Burgers? No more grand openings. How about that? Let's
open. Just pop up.
Just open and sell burgers. No more events at the Marathon Burgers. Please, because it's always some drama. Moving forward, Black Sam, I recommend that you just open the doors, cut a ribbon, and post it on Instagram, and then we open for business and let people come eat. But the photo ops and having all the rappers pull up, YG was out there, and different rappers was out there. They saying like This rapper got into it. Deathrow got into it with some nobody. Like,
Deathrow,
all kind of shit. It's too much. I feel like it takes away from Nipsey's vision and brand and what he stood for when you had this type of nonsense going on at his thing. Do you agree?
I get it. I mean, I do think that those events, they attract everybody. R-Tistic, as I said, is just that one knucklehead. It's like, it's never the ones who we know of. Is never really the rappers. Like, it could be somebody from the rapper's crew, but it always just takes that one knucklehead to kill it for everybody. So I do think it's just, sadly, you can't really celebrate that way. Like, just certain elements, certain things bring a certain element. So it's like, even though as much as Nipsey has that respect now, and you see that the city named Crenshaw Slauson after Nipsey on Saturday. So even with the city acknowledging him, and even with that celebration, nothing happened. But even there, I wouldn't have been shocked because it's still Crenshaw and Slauson.
Yeah.
It might be a little bit more gentrified now. The routes might be closed. But all it take is that one dude.
One dude.
All it take every single time. So, yeah.
Yeah. Do you feel like the Marathon Burger brand is in any way synonymous with the 60s or cripping or gangbanging? Because I feel like a lot of times people automatically assume if you go to Marathon Burger, you're going to run into some Crips.
I mean,
so certain hoods, people from certain areas might stay away from it or feel like they should stray away from it.
I mean, because it's owned by NH, like, I would just think the trades might not be there too deep. Like, granted, when I drove by Crenshaw Slauson when they had the big peace treaty. Mm-hmm. I live in A-Trades neighborhood, and it sounds funny saying A-Trades and neighborhood together. So I live in the A-Trades, I'm gonna just say, but you get what I'm saying. Okay. But even with that, it's a case of like I wouldn't expect to see them over there too much or too deep at least. But it feel like it's not even about gangs a lot of times, because I mean, just take it back. Who killed Nipsey? What hood was he from? So it's not even about the hood, because of course YG is a rapper, so it's different. But he's P-Pyru, so it's like I don't even think it's really about the gangs. It's just about the individuals who happen to go. So yeah, it will be a lot of neighborhoods there, of course, but I don't even think it's really about the gang. I don't think Marathon itself, because even the fact that Marathon has always had red and white, whether it's the shirts, whether it's the color.
With Nipsey like that, the color red caught the human eye. So it was like a marketing thing for him. A branding marketing thing.
Which made sense, yeah.
Let's react to the gentleman named Milk. He has a platform called Milk TV. He's like a wigger. He thinks he's black. He has a little accent. He's kind of entertaining, but he makes good points occasionally. Okay. He says gang culture will destroy the Marathon Burger franchise. Let's check it out. Make sure it's on the screen. Yeah.
Imagine a Los Angeles where Marathon Burgers is running neck to neck, like possibly replacing McDonald's. I could, but I really feel this dumbass Los Angeles gang culture is not gonna let it get to that potential, bro. Because why is it always something happening at the Marathon grand openings? The first situation was on Melrose. Now you got somebody getting shot at the Long Beach location. It don't make no fucking sense. Like, get it together. If you gotta bring a blower and you feel like you gonna get into it with your enemigos, then stay your ass on that block where you don't even rent an apartment on, bro. Can you imagine a Los Angeles where Marathon Burgers is running neck to neck, like possibly replacing...
All right. So what's your take on that?
I mean, whatever he said, I get what he's saying. I mean, I do, but it's just all about how it's handled. It's all about, once again, when it comes to grand openings, because aside from the grand openings, I haven't really heard of anything happening. Like, I would say LA is a different place now. So if this was 20 years ago, I don't see none of this would have happened. Nipsey wouldn't have Crenshaw and Slauson named after him. It wouldn't have been a funeral at Staples at all. Yeah. And you wouldn't have a Marathon Burger popping up. Like, this era makes it better. It is still safer, even with the gang problems we have. It's not 20 years ago. 20 years ago, 25 years ago, different. It might have been somebody from trades or families who just come shoot it up just because it's a neighborhood-owned spot.
Off the strength, yeah.
So it's not like that anymore.
So there's some progression.
Yeah, it's progression to me. It's not going to be as much of a target, but it's just about certain events. All it takes is just about... The thing is, we're in the social media era, so all it takes is this one dude from this hood, or not even about the hood. It might be, I know this dude from, whether it's 60s, 40s, whatever, wherever somebody might be from.
It could be two dudes beefing over a baby mama or something.
Baby mama, yeah.
Some social media beef.
It's not even about the hood. It could be somebody who's from wherever they're from at Marathon. They on their live, like, hey, I'm at the Marathon, at the grand opening, and they rival who's trying to find them, they ain't been able to catch them slipping. They see that and say, oh, he had Marathon. Let's go up there. So to me, it's just the fact that it's kind of when it's a big event, it could be like it can attract possibly the wrong crowd. But I don't see gang culture really ruin it, to the level that he's saying. I don't see it being that bad.
I'm not gonna say ruin, but it definitely it might taint or negatively affect the brand overall. Especially with these instances, I feel like people want to always remember when you guys opened this store in Long Beach, somebody lost their life.
Something happened.
That might make me not me, but might make someone say, I'm never going to go to the Marathon.
Yeah, some folks definitely will probably say that because
they lose business.
Yeah, that's the pro and con about social media because some folks will just see, oh, Marathon had a shooting, I'm never going there. Period.
Yeah,
ever. So
it's
it definitely could.
It's bad for business. It's bad for business. Then you see images of Black Sam ducking behind the car, even though he shouldn't have to be in that situation. Yeah, it's like that's just a bad look. And like I said, just wrap up the grand opening thing. That should be done. I'm looking forward to see. Not looking forward, but I do want to see what's going to be his PR move. Like what statement Black Sam going to release. Him and Marathon Collective or whatnot going to release about this. Yeah. All right. Keeping on Nipsey Hussle. God bless the dead. Rest in peace. Long live Nipsey Hussle. People so fucking disrespectful, man. People are so disrespectful. Did you see they stole the street sign?
Crenshaw Slauson?
Yeah, the Nipsey Square street sign. Yeah, let me show you. I swear to God, it's crazy. Niggas gonna need.
Every time, too.
Can't do shit out here. I'm trying to tell you. You really can't do shit.
Because I DJ'd the reception they had after the naming ceremony, so... That was at the mayor's house Saturday. So. Oh,
you DJ'd at Miss Karen Bass, Mayor Bass's house?
Yeah.
Okay. So she got a cool crib?
Oh, it's fly.
Like a mansion or just a nice home?
I ain't go inside a whole lot, but the backyard is crazy.
Really?
A little like lake in the backyard. Like,
waterfront?
It's on point. That backyard is fire. It's Hancock Park. So.
Oh, yeah, she getting chilly then.
Yeah.
Okay, I think I would like to. That's dope. But all right, congratulations on that too. That's a dope gig.
I appreciate that.
But all right, this is from our mod, where Snack said he's the one who posted this, and now it's all over the timeline. And he said, never did they steal the Nipsey Hussle Square sign and put it on Facebook Marketplace.
Oh, Marketplace.
Yes, they got the.
Oh God.
Look.
That's the stupidest place to put it because you could easily get.
What is supposed to be an offer up or something?
I mean, anything like that, you don't get traced. Craigslist, however you want to do it.
And it should be not a federal offense, but something like that.
It probably is federal. That's government property.
Government property, right?
That's city property. So yeah.
Yeah, that's crazy. Yeah. Stealing a
unless they really did make a duplicate of it.
That should look official.
They could do that. It does though, but with 3D printers nowadays, you never know.
Oh, okay.
But if they really did steal it, they crazy as hell.
That's crazy as hell. And to buy that would be crazy too. Or just have it up in your house if you're a super Nipsey fan. Like, hey, come in here. I got the Nipsey Square sign.
There's probably somebody who would do that too.
Yeah, a loser.
Ignorant as hell.
A fucking loser. Yeah. But, like, why would you do this? Why would you? This is crazy.
Yeah.
There was one more clip I forgot. We skipped past. It was P Nice we saw in the video. He had a take on what actually happened.
Okay.
Excuse me. Let's react to it.
Because somebody in chat was talking about it too a little bit. But
people, stop with the false narrative. Marathon Burger in Long Beach, California did not get shot up. There was no type of shooting at Marathon Burger. It wasn't. Marathon Burger is on Pine Street. There wasn't no shooting. It wasn't no fight on that street or nothing. Was there a shooting today in Long Beach? Yes. Did it have to do with Marathon Burger? In front of Marathon Burger? At Marathon Burger? On the same street as Marathon Burger? No. That shooting happened way around the corner somewhere. And then I'm seeing all these different type of videos talk about, oh, Black Sam got stabbed. Or somebody in Black Sam's crew got stabbed. Did nobody in Black Sam crew get stabbed? That video y'all see of Black Sam walking down the street, that's him tending to someone else. He was helping someone else in that situation. He was walking down the street with some other people. He was helping them, talking to them. On his way back, after he got done helping those people, whatever he was helping them with, non-violent, he walked away, and that's when a shooting broke out. That didn't have nothing to do with Black Sam. It wasn't the same people Black Sam was attending to him. It wasn't on the same street as Marathon Burger. It happened in a parking structure. Way away. People, stop with the false.
Are you buying what he's selling?
I mean, because my homegirl did say it was like, she said 2 blocks away, so I don't know. I mean, the thing is, as you said, it probably did happen because of it's all connected, but it wasn't at Marathon.
No.
And the thing is, I mean, like, say if it happened to be a hookah spot 3 doors down and there was somebody shooting there, if it was somebody there who wasn't even at the opening, that's different. I don't know what it was. I can't really say, but I won't be surprised if it was,
But that's what the police reports would say. The police report would say there was a shooting at 123.
They're leaving from Johnny Rockets.
Or something like that.
Yeah.
They were leaving from the people in question were leaving. The shooters were leaving from Marathon Burger's grand opening.
Yeah.
And I understand people trying to clean it up and XYZ, but at the end of the day, if you just stop having grand openings, we don't have to risk anybody losing their lives. Stand in line and get your burger. No celebrities, no rappers, no backdrops and step and repeats and photo ops. Just come get your fucking burger and dip. You get what I'm saying? Get your Marathon wings and dip.
Get your shake.
Yeah.
Get that Kool-Aid with extra sugar in it. Whatever they got. Yeah.
I still haven't had Marathon burger.
I had it last weekend at Black on the Block.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm so mad I miss Black on. I miss it every time. Every time it comes around, I got something to do that day.
Right.
Every time. How was it? Because it was viral this year.
It was popping because it was like, I did the one in December, which was cool, but it was cold. But this one the weather was good.
Good.
I went the last 2 hours. They had it popping, little dance, ciphers and everything. So
when's the next one?
I think it's going to be, if not March, April.
Okay. Yeah. I'm looking forward to
I'll post whatever it is if I'm on it.
No, I definitely want to be there.
Yeah.
All right, did I send myself this story? Have you been keeping up with the BlueBucksClan falling out or?
I heard something about it was the manager and not necessarily them.
Nipsey. Well, he was an unofficial third member of the group as well. He rapped on certain songs as well, and he owned the name BlueBucksClan, rights to the merch, all of that stuff. So it's kind of like he is integral to the group. And we talked about on the show. He feels he's owed the money back from the haircuts and Rolls Royces and the chains and music videos and studio time and everything he paid for when they were first popping off in LA. He's owed that money. He said he was getting payments, but up until 2 or 3 months ago, they stopped paying him. He wants a cut from their shows. He wants a cut from the music. He wants his cut. I reported on Saturday because his team reached out to me and let me know that there's a video of him beating up Jeezy. According to them, there's a video of him beating up Jeezy from BlueBucksClan. So they did fight allegedly. But today, and let me send it to myself, today he made another post. Neezy made a post. That was yesterday. That's last night. Hold on.
Always some chaos with LA rappers. They don't never stop.
Always something. Everything but the music. Everything but a hit record. When are we going to come here and talk about, did you hear the new hit record or you saw it on Billboard? You see where it said? Like, when are we going to talk about that?
I'm just like, man. Yeah.
Okay, I'm sending it to myself right
Okay.
now. This is crazy. This is from Neezy, and it says... So Neezy posted... Make it a little smaller. Neezy posted Clan Business, DJ from BlueBucks and 1011, that's their main producer. Come get that put off, y'all turn. And he said at the bottom, you guys can see it, but it says that y'all can get it at the same time. 2-on-1s like practice. They all used to play football together. That's what I'm assuming that reference is about. Is this bad for the city? And do you feel like could we do without BlueBucks? Like, if they don't drop any more music moving forward because of this managerial situation, LA's good? Or what's your take on this?
I mean, I feel like they're the type that can still make dope shit if they're together, still rocking. It's been a minute. Like we can get into it later if you want to, but I feel like 80% of our rappers who we thought were about to blow up 5 and 7 years ago have not taken off, and they were all more so kind of flagging or regressed even. Plateaued. With them, it's like, all that to say, if they do split and go solo, it ain't gonna hit the same way, because the way they bounce off each other was always so dope. They had that chemistry where, like, ain't that many duos where they can go back and forth like that, where it's like, I got 2 hoes, something. They going back and forth where it just has that flow. So hearing them by themselves is not gonna hit as hard, but I mean, they can still make dope music, and hopefully they can still figure it out as far as just the two of them, even if they don't have the same group name. But as far as where LA rap is at, I can't say it's gonna be a huge loss like at that level, but it will still. It's more so the realization that it's not gonna be what we wanted it to be anyway.
Cool.
So
I agree. We definitely need both of them. I don't mind like occasional music from them separately, but yeah, we want BlueBucksClan tape. If not, keep it. And or I was also thinking like, damn, if he owns the name Blue Bucks and you can't work under that anymore, he's hindering that process. Rebrand Jeezy and DJ.
I mean, because most of the songs I have from them are labeled with all three anyways, like BlueBucksClan featuring Jeezy, and I used to be confused because I'm like, ain't they part of the group? Why does it say featuring them?
Yeah,
so
because he owned the name.
Damn.
BlueBucksClan is his group.
Yeah.
So if I was them, I would just be like, we Jeezy and DJ.
Long as are they still cool from what we know?
Well, I haven't. I'm trying to think. The last time I actually saw them together, it wasn't that long ago. It was like sometime last year. Definitely seen them together somewhere. But I do know that DJ's been putting out solo music, and I want to play you a song and get your take on it.
Okay.
I see how he sounds by himself without Jeezy. And I posted a clip.
Let me see what it's talking about.
Here it goes.
Wanna go. I feel like I'm 4-0. Who the fuck is these little niggas? Niggas Joe Blow. I leave a bitch quick, let a hoe go. Me cuff a flipper, yeah, no way. I do what the fuck I want, don't need no okay. Hit shit like Shohei. Niggas ain't got no cake. Steak 48. Think I have a skirt steak. It look like a dinner for a birthday. Don't fuck with me, cause I'm a winner. I'm in first place. LA nigga, South Central, that's my birthplace. 20 hoes in a sprinter off the third base. Yeah, my bitch will never be up in you nerves face. This in my pop, this shit good as it look. This bitch head fire, this bitch good in my blood. I just got the face smoke, wanna go.
So that's DJ's one of his latest songs. He also dropped another video after this. That's more of a lady record. He shot a video like this big cabin in the woods or something like that.
Okay.
What was your take on this?
It was like decent. It wasn't bad. It ain't moved me.
Okay.
It was like
cool.
Yeah, it's cool. It ain't gonna do no numbers like that. It ain't had that hit to it.
No, it's
got a
not
couple little cool bars as always, but
yeah, like, lackluster in my opinion.
Yeah.
I feel like if you break out from a group, you can't just do exactly what you was doing in that group.
That's true.
You have to have like add a nuance or a new layer to level up. You know what I'm saying? Like you're rapping exactly how you was rapping when you were in that group. And it's like, no, you got to switch something up.
As I was saying, that they so dope together because like the thing is he was the more monotone one, and then Jeezy coming in with the energy, keep bragging about it, yeah, I ain't those, you know, like he would come on top, so it balanced. When you just hear him by itself, it just kind of stays there.
Flat.
It stays flat. So it's
I
like,
agree.
Yeah. So with that, as you say, you got to switch it up a little bit. It's almost like if you got like Chris Paul and Blake Griffin on some Live City. When they split, all right, Chris, you can't throw lobs to Blake. You got to figure out, all right, you got to be a scorer on your own now. Or Blake, you ain't got that point guard finding you no more, so you got to do more slashing. You got to do more post game. So
I agree.
Same thing. Yeah.
I feel like Jeezy always had the better flow and delivery. DJ had better bars. So now it's just like the bars without that added flow. Yeah. And this just feels like a BlueBucksClan song without Jeezy. Yeah. That's why I said you got to do something different so it feels like a DJ song. This sounds like a BlueBucksClan song missing like where's Jeezy's verse. Yeah. So it's not gonna work until you find something a nuance that sets you apart. From the BlueBucksClan sound.
Oh, for sure.
And also, like, maybe it's like, I don't know, he don't be talking about nothing like Steak 48 and I'm rich and
it's all right, yeah.
Loose in my cup. Like, that's all they really kind of talked about.
Yes, I mean, it's like lifestyle, kind of ghetto lifestyle type shit.
Yes. All right, so did you see the video? There's a rapper named Skinny Kenny from the East Side, and someone broke into his car. He had to run outside with his gun in front of his son. You didn't see that video? It was going viral last week. It's like from his Ring camera footage. Ooh. Let's check it out.
Alright, so boom, you see me chilling right
now.
On the couch,
yeah.
My son chilling, playing his game, eating cereal. It's about 10, 20 at night.
He was commentating on it.
I hear my motherfucking car
Like a
alarm
BET
going.
movie.
Yeah.
So I'm like, oh hell no! I bounce up, I run to my room and shit. I grab a blicky just in case shit gets sticky. My son chilling right there, still playing this game. He like,
On the
what happened,
game.
Dad? And you know the nigga gonna slurp his little last milk and shit like that. And then I go outside. I see the nigga walking away with my son backpack. I'm like,
Put that shit, put it back. Drop it, nigga.
Yes, sir.
Drop it, nigga.
Yes, sir.
That's
It's
my
crazy.
son back
Yes, sir.
there. I'll kill you right now.
Just a crackhead out here.
I don't give a fuck what
Just a
you
crackhead
niggas
out
do.
here.
Take it out your pocket.
Just a crackhead?
Right now. All that. I'll kill you. Yeah, stay right there, bro. Stay right there, bro.
all right, pause the story right here. So basically, I'm about to go downstairs and put my foot all in this nigga ass, right? But first, I need some shoes. So I tell my son,
Go nowhere. I'm not going nowhere.
Give me my shoes, son.
Son.
you see how fast the nigga brought me them shoes? Boy, that nigga was not playing. He was on the same bullshit I was on.
You better stay right there, too.
I ain't going nowhere.
Yeah, no.
So I get downstairs, you know, I put my foot all in this nigga ass, right?
Shut up talking to me, nigga.
I don't give a fuck. What are you talking about?
You can hardly see it.
Yeah, I can see.
I just know the nigga had a pocket full of my money
Mad, bro.
from
Say
my
one more word
armrest,
to me.
and he
Say
had a couple
one
little
more.
things that I had in my armrest and shit like that. And he had my son's backpack. I didn't give a fuck. I seen red straight up.
Ain't no chance, bro. Say one more word. Say one more word to me, bro. I'm sorry, bro. I'm really about to knock you the fuck out. Say one more word to me, bro.
I stop and ask my son, "You straight?"
You alright,
This
son?
nigga gonna tell me.
No. No, I'm scared now, because it's that mug.
All right, shout out Skinny Kitty. He got a song called "The Race" with Airplane James, man. I feel like this is funny, but it's also not funny because it's happening in front of his son. Yeah.
Where's this at? He said what part of town?
I think it's from the east side. That gave east side.
East side.
Vibes.
Yeah.
That was crazy. The crazy part about it was if he had shot him, he would have went to jail. That's not self-defense.
Yeah, when it comes to robberies, or even somebody inside of your house that say it's not, they don't see it as like self-defense if they're not attacking you. Which is,
Especially if you turned around. You would be sitting in jail for a long time away from your son over a backpack. But it's like, as a man, do you let somebody break into your car and run off with your property in front of you if you own a firearm? Isn't that what the firearm is for?
Yeah.
Because I feel like in another state, in Texas, you can.
Texas, Florida, could
have popped them.
You can smoke them, and they're gonna be on your side.
Yeah.
Unless you black and he white, but anyway. Yeah.
But why don't we have that type of legislation out here in California? Do they not want niggas that have guns to protect themselves, or why not?
I mean, California is just liberal, so when it comes to certain shit, it's like that's the thing. Because like in this case, it's such that you can't shoot or do nothing, but then. If you are in Texas and Florida, you see what happens when it comes to the racial dynamics too.
Yeah.
So you see what happened with Trayvon. You see what happened. Luckily, the dude in Jacksonville, he shot the dudes for playing their music too loud, and he went to jail. But with Trayvon, he got away because they said stand your ground. So I would still prefer California laws over that. But it should still be something. At least you can do a warning shot or something, or a non-threatening shot. If you shoot him in the
pop
ankle,
a leg or something.
Something.
Something like that. I'm happy you had the discipline not to shoot.
Yeah.
Because like I said, he could have been doing some serious jail time, especially with the camera footage and whatnot.
Yeah.
It's ahead in our topics, but let me get your opinion because we were just talking about P Nice and Long Beach, so we might as well get to that.
Yeah.
P Nice went on Back on Fig earlier today, and he said that Long Beach rappers are better than any other rappers on the West Coast. Like they killing all the other LA, not killing, but they. P Nice says ain't nobody fucking with Long Beach when it comes to music. Let me word it like that.
Ain't nobody fucking with Long Beach when it comes to music, bro. Mm-hmm. Whatever.
C-Style, yeah, we said C-Style.
Yeah. Now you gotta understand, Compton not even fucking with Long Beach when it comes to music. I'm gonna tell you why. Don't get me wrong. Compton dope as a motherfucker, right?
Okay.
Okay, who out and about on the scene? Okay, we got the rappers. We know. Okay, rappers, cool, right?
Okay.
Who's singing out of Compton like that?
Who's out of Compton?
Roddy
Who's
Ricch.
singing? R&B.
R&B.
Like
what's
singing?
R&B, nigga, musically.
Like singing. Why is it slipping me? He was at the pop out. He's like,
let's go.
He's gay. The singer, help me. He worked with Tyler, the Creator.
Oh, Steve Lacy.
Yeah.
He counted. Okay.
And that's why.
So you gonna
what I'm saying is
you can't equate the best coming out of Long Beach and Compton to singing an R&B artist.
No,
Who do y'all have?
No, I'm saying we got dope ass rappers just like Compton got dope ass rappers, right?
Okay.
But what take us over the top is we have
Oh, you know who y'all got?
We got Frank Ocean.
Compton got Chris Brown, nigga. Shut up.
This is trouble.
Well, he said Long Beach got.
He said Giveon, Frank Ocean.
Frank Ocean from Long Beach.
Ain't he from New Orleans?
New Orleans, yeah. Man, Long Beach.
He lived in Long Beach at one time, probably.
Everybody stayed there for a week.
All right, so what's your take on what P Nice said? Is he just capping because he's a Long Beach rapper?
I mean, he gonna rap his city. I mean, is he talking historically or is he talking like just right now? Or
I wouldn't know.
He is talking. I mean, Long Beach. I would say historically, Long Beach and Compton both probably have. Compton got the most, period.
Compton is the best city in the history of
producers and rappers.
Yeah,
easy.
West Coast hip hop.
Then when it comes to Long Beach, obviously the biggest rapper, the most famous rapper of all time is Snoop.
Yeah.
When it comes to the new era, of course, Long Beach got a couple who've been doing it, but Compton still, even the last 5-6 years, is still Compton.
So let's keep it on just rappers. Who's Long Beach top 5? Snoop, Warren.
All time?
Yeah.
Because Daz is still Long Beach.
So Snoop, Daz. Warren.
Lyrically, Crooked Eye is the best. Lyrically.
Okay.
Lyrically, when it comes to just straight battle style. Of course, you got Vince Staples for the new era.
Vince Staples.
You got him. You got back in the day, you had the Twins, and they're not top 5 though. Like Eastsiders was dope. Trady was dope. Trady is one of the top 10 for Long Beach.
Okay, absolutely.
For sure.
I put Eastsiders on that list.
Eastsiders is up there, but that's more throwback. Like
Nate
modern day
Dogg.
Long Beach. I know Ted Third was he was Long Beach. Who else is Long Beach for the modern era?
Ray Vaughn. Savvy Third.
Savvy Third for sure.
Ray Vaughn.
Ray Vaughn is Long Beach, of course.
Ray Vaughn's from Long Beach.
He's Long Beach. Okay.
Ray Vaughn is Long Beach.
So they always had suspenders, but I ain't gonna say they ain't topping Compton though.
There we go, 7. What's the deal? Shout out to my mod 7. Thank you for pulling up last night. I had a great time with you in the section. You was taking some shots with me. Not as many.
I heard y'all was faded in there too. I heard y'all was not wasting no liquor.
Well, she was lightweight with it, but yeah. So with Compton, obviously we got Game, Kendrick, Eazy-E, Dr. Dre, Quick.
Yeah.
It's a rap. It's a rap.
Yeah.
And then more modern, YG or newer, YG, Roddy Rich.
Yeah.
Even on a more like local level, Wally the Sensei, Siete.
Compton got it easily.
I would go with Compton for sure. I don't know what P Nice talking about. It sounds a little biased. If you ask me, and Chris Brown is not from Compton.
They said Sublime from Long Beach. Yeah, Sublime is Long Beach. That's rock, but they ran that lane though. Yeah.
Absolutely.
Sports, football, basketball, no. Long Beach is not whooping anybody in basketball.
You said football, Long Beach is.
They used to. Nowadays, probably ain't what they used to be though. But
the high schools, at that level. Okay, bad. Let me see what we got next. Palm trees in the chat. Let's get some super chats going. Send a super chat out, repost it on my Instagram. Let's talk about South. Do I have that queued up? You know what I already have queued up? Guy says Mexicans need to stop rapping. His name is South Central B Rob. He's a rapper. He's going viral for this take. And I have my phone out. But I'll find the Savvy Third video. It's in my DM as well, but hold on.
Depending on what he said, I have an interesting comment about that my homie's wife kind of enlightened us with. Depending on what he's saying, though.
Here we go. Shout out to Hater World.
Hey,
Black gang member. His name is South Central B Rob. Black gang member says Mexican need to stop rapping ASAP. Support blacks only.
Since ain't nobody else gonna say it, I'ma say it. All Mexicans need to stop rapping. Music sound trash. It don't go. It's not going. Just continue to support from the sidelines, in the crowd. Stop rapping. This shit is trash. Or get some black people to write for you. And that might not even work. Y'all, I mean, you feel me? I'ma say it, because everybody else is scared to say the shit. Y'all know I don't give a fuck. And I said what I said, though. Hey, look, since
You were
ain't
serious
nobody
about that. What's your take on that, DJ R-Tistic?
I mean, no, like that don't make any sense. I mean, obviously, everybody rap, Asian, white.
Yeah.
It don't matter what ethnicity, like Mexicans, like it's been some dope Mexican rappers. Whether it's historically, you talking about the Kid Frost types, or you talking about
Cypress Hill.
Cypress Hill, of course. Be Real was always fire, and even some of the recent ones. I mean, Lava's still, Lava's rock with shit get crazy. Scary,
Lefty Gunplay, Peso, Bravo the
Peso.
Back Chasers, nice.
I mean, OGZ in them, yeah.
Shoreline Mafia,
Shoreline
got the
Mafia.
highest grade on the report card this year.
Damn, plenty of Mexicans can rap. So I mean, the thing is, so I'll say it like one thing that my boy's wife pointed out was that a lot of times Mexican rappers struggle to stay in pocket the same way.
The flow, delivery.
But she's black, but she said maybe it's because they grew up on a whole different tempo. You hear mariachi music, it's 3/4. Boom, dun, dun, boom, dun, dun. I think a lot of them grew up on hearing different tempos, so where they have to readjust their whole brain to rap right in the pocket on a 4/4 beat.
And what's the black music tempo?
Everything is 4/4.
On the 4.
1,
on the 4
2,
count.
3, 4 versus dun, 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 dun,
That's the 3.
That's a 3.
Okay.
Yeah, so I think a lot of them, if they grew up really, if that's the main music that they heard in their household, and they didn't hear as much. Because a lot of Mexicans grew up on black music too, so those who grew up on black music, they probably,
the younger ones.
So they grew up on it, but if they didn't grow up on it, they probably have to rewire their brain to rap in pocket like that.
So that could be that's a theory or opinion on why Mexican rappers sometimes often struggle with
the pockets,
the catching the beat, staying on beat, the flow, finding pockets. It's rare that you hear a Latino rapper be like masterful with delivery.
Yeah, right there in pocket. Yeah,
that was my knock against not all, but most of the Hispanic rappers on the report card this year. Is like when it comes time to grade cadence and flow.
Yeah.
It's always lower scores because they just don't have that finite mastery of it.
Like Be Real did for sure.
Yeah,
Be Real was all the way in pocket.
Well, that's why they sold over 800,000 copies their first week.
Yeah, it was different. Yeah.
So the gentleman from yesterday, Royal, he said that when Cypress Hill came out, they didn't present themselves. And again, I wasn't alive. And when they debuted, 93?
91.
91?
Yeah.
They came out before Snoop?
Yeah. In 91.
I thought they came out the same year.
No, the second album did. Insane the Membrane was 93.
Okay.
91 was If I Could Just Kill a Man, and the other one that got sampled. Yeah.
I don't know why I thought Cypress Hill and Snoop debuted the same year. Yeah. Nonetheless, he said that they debuted as like black cosplay. Bro had an afro. They were trying to.
One of them is half black.
Oh, so it's not cosplay if you are black. Yeah. Okay.
I mean, you probably heard. Of course, you know King of the Hill and all that.
Yeah.
Because even Cube said like, what do you say? Like one of y'all black skin. He said something like that. Like, yeah.
What was the history of that beef? Cube.
It came from the Friday album.
Something to do with Friday.
Something
right?
with the Friday album with like Cypress was on there, but they didn't get credit or they didn't get paid or I forget what happened with that beef. But yeah,
Cube.
It was something like that.
Them.
Yeah.
All right, Ben. I disagree with South Central B-Rob in regards to. I agree with him when he says, because I don't think he said all. I would say most. I would say most of the Mexican rappers I've heard, their music is not the best because of their delivery.
Oh, because of the cadence,
Yeah, the cadences.
Yeah.
But I feel like any human, black, white, purple, pink, yellow, gold, should be able to rap, should be allowed to rap if that's what they want to do. Who are you to tell somebody that they can't go to the studio and rap over beats if that's what they want to do with their life? That's weird. That's a weird take.
Yeah.
In that regard. Shout out to West Coast Chili in the chat, man. Another one of my great mods. All right. Let me try to find the Savi Third video. So there's a video of Savi Third.
Somebody said, listen to the Coyotes. I gotta check them out.
Oh yeah. They're dope. It's a duo. They make like
they Mexican.
A Mexican Latino duo. They have a song with Shaq. They hella commercial.
Okay.
But they got some lyrics in there as well.
With Shaq.
Yeah.
They have a song with Snoop.
Yep.
I heard that song. Okay. I need to talk about it.
They make like
it's
like car dealership music in my opinion. But all right, let me see. I'm sure I DM'd it to myself because I wouldn't skip over this. Here we go. Shout out Rich Rabbit TV, Rich Rabbit Records. New footage of incarcerated Long Beach rapper Savi Third surfacing. Let's show
We got the content, man. Breaking news for the unemployed. We done found Savi Third, man.
Give me some, Jack. Give me some for that, Jack.
Somewhere in prison on TikTok.
Give me some shit.
I was randomly scrolling and I'm like, man, this nigga on TikTok in prison. I wonder where he been at.
Yeah, figured it out. Ha-ha.
Savi, man.
Insane.
One of the dope artists out of Long Beach.
How you doing? Yeah.
You need to sit down somewhere and stay free, man.
Yeah.
So your ass can drop some of that music. I ain't gonna lie, he had a good run when he was out. He was, I think, up under WAG and doing his little thing.
Cash Money West.
With a few other labels and features popping. He was doing his thing, man. He got a dope catalog. Hopefully he get home soon, man. Free Savi.
All right, so a lot of people in the comments were assuming that he was off some sort of drug, spice, or something like that. But Savi Third commented under the post. I don't know if you guys can see on the screen, but it says, Savi commented, "It's not spice, it's not drugs, it's just me, guys. Stop being so negative and judgmental. I'm healthier and better than I've ever been. God bless. So that's good to know if that's the truth. I feel like Savi Third definitely had a whole bunch of potential. He had a lot of fans. He made dope music. He had a story. He just wasn't making like left, right, ignorant music like he had. Like he put his pain and soul in his music. Rah Rah is a classic. What's your take on this?
As far as him being the jail part or which part?
Him constantly going back to jail and not being able to elevate his career for the jail stints. Yeah.
I mean, because for me, I hear more about him going back to jail or him getting arrested or him getting in trouble than anything else.
Records,
even like not to get into that, but it's like even people who like even shit that he didn't get arrested for. People like, I heard Savi was involved with this nonsense. So it's just always when I hear more drama than music, I tap out. It's just like I'm not even caring about the music no more. So it's like he gotta focus and straighten up. Just like a lot of rappers who in and out. Like I don't know what it is, but I feel like some dudes are just knuckleheads and they just can't get past it.
Can't get right.
Yeah.
So when we look at our landscape, we got Savi locked up, Compton TG, X4, Young Thread.
X4 still in there, yeah.
A lot of our, when they get that buzz and it seems like, okay, they could be doing something, they go to jail.
Yeah.
That's kind of the Treyway dude from Hoover. It's like every time somebody have like a catch a record or catching a wave, they go to jail out here. So it's like I don't know what's going on. I really don't know what's going on with our rappers.
It's funny because like
lock in and focus on the music.
I mean, somebody was joking but not joking. They said bring back studio gangsters because in the 90s, a lot of rappers you could even say Cube. Somebody even accused people even said Mac 10 or whoever else. I ain't gonna say Mac 10 was, but people would say we had hella studio gangsters, but they was never in jail though. They was always
stay out of trouble
outside. So
just
it's
talk
like
that gangster shit on wax.
Yeah, so I think nowadays we have because nowadays it's so easy to verify who's in the streets and who's not. Yeah. But if somebody is posing like they in the streets and they're not, they get exposed. But the ones who really in the streets, they still doing the street shit just to say, all right, I'm still in it, and that's just what they are. Plus, there's no real money in rapping. So it's like with that, a lot of them are still doing street shit because they have to still keep up with the rapper image too. Yeah. So a lot of them are still doing the same type of bullshit, whether it's the drugs, whether it's robbery, because just for them to survive, it's like they ain't gonna work at Amazon and then like they ain't gonna be BFB Pac-Man and really work at UPS and then be rapping. So that's the issue too. A lot of them are still really in the streets a whole lot. So they need to figure out how to do it where they got people under them who are doing the work and they could be the face, and but that might not work nowadays either. So
it's like what you do. It's like catch-22. Yeah, I get both sides, but free Savi, and hopefully because I interviewed him a few months ago over the phone. Hopefully when he gets out, he stays out of trouble this time and can make a comeback, because I feel like he definitely lost a lot, if not all of that momentum he had been building before he went back in for this last time. And to be honest, I still don't know what he's in for. But all right, cool. Something. Where we at? Tweet of the day. I got a tweet of the day. This is gonna be rather interesting.
Let's see.
And it is from.
It's still Twitter, so we still call it tweets.
Got to.
I don't fuck with all that X.
Honey's coat. She said, let me show you guys. She said, on the radar, be invited anybody. I'm going to be on there next. They do be having a lot of random people on there. Yeah. We just saw Vaughn do his OTR freestyle. That was dope. But for the most part, we're going to actually go to OTR's page and just see if we know any of these people.
They be having DJs doing sets too.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, that'd be dope. I'd like to see you do that.
Yeah. I mean, it does seem like it's kind of, it ain't like Tiny Desk where you got to be at a certain level.
Yeah, that's more prestigious and curated. This is like anybody who paid for the freestyle.
Is that how it works? You got to pay to get on it?
Yeah, I've seen price points for it. I'm sure they invite like certain marquee artists. Like Max B didn't pay to be on the radar.
Okay.
For example.
His was funny though.
Right. Let's see if we know any of these people.
I might know their names though. A lot of times with these new rappers, I know their names.
Not their face.
Yeah. Young Yeo.
No. Oh, damn, I gotta start over every time.
You probably just press the left and right.
Oh, okay.
Probably.
Bouncing out white bus, designer on my clothes. I wrapped up for a pipe, got out next day, he did a bunch of snitching.
Okay, yeah, I know. I'm familiar with that. John Michael.
Look.
Still shining under neon lights, but we alright. Corner hugging, feet to fight, defeat the plight, receipts and kites. Thank God I ain't see inside. You either bleed or ride, raw rise and heat the skies. I can now repeat demise, my past life. Conjuring spirits, they get my task right. I asked twice, third time's your last strike.
Gotta be from East Coast, right?
Glass pipes, cracked.
Maybe not. I mean, I would think so, but
Chicago.
What's his name?
Don Michael.
A lot of times you can't tell nowadays because Don Michael.
Okay, Tsunami. I know her.
Let me see.
I know Maya Don. She's from Brooklyn.
Don Michael is from Harlem. All right.
Oh, he's from Harlem?
Yeah, so
I can tell.
Yeah.
Oh, they got Roy from Joe Budden podcast.
Roy, you rapping now?
Yeah.
And he a Kappa too?
That's funny.
Crazy.
All right, so yeah, I think I would agree with her. They do kind of let just pretty much anybody on there, probably anybody who pays or maybe got good enough representation where they can stay on there.
Yeah.
Instead of have like the hottest new artists come do their freestyle.
Yeah.
What's your take on this this hanging mic era we're in? We're in the era of that's where artists are getting broke. That's where a lot of times you catch an artist going viral for the first time. A hanging mic performance, whether it's OTR or any sort of platform, off the porch, anything like that. What's your take on that?
I mean, I think because people still do want something visual. I think because we're in such a digital era of streaming that a lot of times we ain't gonna watch an actual music video on YouTube. So it's probably the easiest way for them to go viral, to show what they're doing. My thing is some of them are rapping, as you see. Some of them are actually rapping the song, but some of them are lip syncing. Like, wasn't it Ray J who did was it Ray J who just did on the radar when he was lip syncing, but it was hilarious?
Yes, it was hilarious.
I was dying
because he did
One Wish.
And
yeah.
it's like, this is just the track playing.
Yeah, it's the track playing. So it's like some of them is lip syncing it, but to me, I think it's a cool concept. It's just depends on if they dope or not. So the ones who dope, like it shows that they can actually rap without having to cut takes, without having to piece it together. So I think it's an interesting era. With Four Bats, when I would say I was wrong because I really did think Four Bats was AI.
Okay.
So
I know his manager.
Oh, for real?
Yeah.
Okay.
He's a real person.
I thought it was AI the whole time. It just didn't make enough sense to me.
He had a show at Echoplex too out here. He had a
Okay.
concert. My homie went. So why did you think he was AI?
I had a whole theory because it was like, for one, his face and just his whole image did not match his voice or his lyrics.
Okay.
It was like it's obviously a computerized voice, so that could be anybody singing.
Okay.
Like obviously, like
Milli Vanilli?
It could have been that. Yeah, it's like I'm sure it was pitched up the whole way, but it just felt like it was just a gimmick. Somebody just took somebody who looked like the straight hood dude. All this goes in the video, but then the high ass voice singing whatever he's singing. So it just felt like it was kind of gimmicky. So I didn't see how a live performance would work with him or whatever. So
I don't think it was too sustainable. I ain't heard nothing for Four Bats in a minute.
Yeah.
It's like it seemed like a one and done type situation.
Yeah, I mean Kendrick and Drake became the biggest topic in the world, and then
that out.
His album dropped the same weekend. It's like Not Like Us. People just didn't even know it.
It's over. Bad timing. That might be some of the worst timing in hip hop history. Something I always want to do. I want to react to. Now that I got you here because you actually know hip hop, so I appreciate your opinion on it. Yeah. I want to react to some Rap City freestyles.
Ooh,
and hopefully we don't get. I was watching the King T interview on Soren Baker's channel, Unique Access.
Okay.
Soren Baker's my favorite hip hop journalist. So top 5 hip hop journalists in my opinion. And hold on, Rap City. Matter of fact, at first I got that.
Rap City. I was the homie Big Tigger and all that whole era.
Hold on, I gotta add a camera for. Oh no, this is. All right, I feel like this is one of the most iconic ones.
He's counting the money out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You don't watch it.
I'ma count money. I'ma count cash money. Yo, my homie Cash really gone for 5. Send my prayers, do your thing, I'll be going for mine. Cause we live life to the fullest. 365.
This is the first thing in Mike freestyle, y'all. You have to go to the basement. Shout out Big Les.
That's where it came from. Big Les.
Big Les. Legendary.
Yeah.
One of the greatest choreographers as well.
Seriously. She cool as fuck.
You know Les?
Yeah.
Did you met Miss Les?
We did hella shows together.
Oh, that's love.
She be hosting and
Yeah.
She good.
She used to be back on TV.
Low key for real. But there's no TV no more.
Yeah, we're back on the internet.
Yeah, YouTube. Something.
I respect you. You do your time like Gotti and come home like that Marion boy. Dip said holla.
I ain't gonna front. I didn't like the fact that Dipset was Bloods back then.
It was like the first ones on the East Coast.
Yeah, because I didn't like the fact that the East Coast used to be hella anti-blood Crip, and then next thing you know, they come out repping it harder than anybody from LA.
I think Dipset changed East Coast everything. Like South music, taking that influence up there. The
They put the whole shit. Yeah. Took me a while to rock with them. Because even with that, it's like Joel's. I'm like, where you got the orange bandana? And your last name is Santana. Yeah. It's like I was too LA at the time to really be like rocking.
You messing with a gangster boy. You messing with some gangsters, boy. Don't do that.
West Coast Chili said, shout out rappers that freestyle off the dome. You think these are rigged freestyles?
These are rigged.
Yeah, these things.
90% of Rap City was rigged. A couple was
you
off
knew
the
you was
top.
going to Rap City.
Yeah. You can tell the ones that was off the top. Like Snoop was one of the only ones who's off the top all the time.
Watch his name.
Yeah. But Tig was off the top. And Tig would kill them sometimes.
Oh, yeah, I do remember when he would start rapping.
Because Tig would hop in and go off of what they were saying.
I think this is the greatest one. This is the most iconic one, not the best, but the most iconic Rap City freestyle.
Yeah.
I was store killer, I store killers. Man, I caught killers, just on Fort killers. Cat frontin', court killers. Who more realer? Weed in the four-wheeler. F Mike, till you see me, you never saw a thriller. Fist scale, four reelers. Dirty hole, want me to go.
Ever.
He's that random shit.
Smart Pisces, fresh from the archdices. You got heart, fight me, ideally depart wifey. I'm Anthony, I do things the harder way. Pardon me, escalate, marmalade, mama stayed. And I said,
just mama stayed.
And the do copper car today, color pink Chardonnay. And I clap at your man, got the clappers, clap on, clap off, clap at his hands. Only thing he ever clapped was his hands. He'll get butt raped, duct tape the Michelin man, bastard. Get in his fan, listen to Ken Maggot. Get in his fan, listen to Ken Maggot. Listen, let's bring it back. You know why? Cause this is the year where gas get shipped in the van. Visits my spam, listen to man, listen. I missed the era of the BMBBs. I was ducking GMDC. Had that scope, aiming to light you. Seen all Alice, cables, the Rikers, contain, detail.
That's why Snoop's. He said Snoop's Rap City freestyle was off the dome.
Yeah, Snoop always be off the dome. Because even on Versus, when he was with DMX, he was going off the dome.
Oh, okay.
Because he came in that era where
Had to
he
be
came
in
in
the
that era.
rap.
It was opposite. It was where he knew how to freestyle and he couldn't write. A lot of older rappers was like that. They was dope at just freestyling. And then Doc had to come, DLC had to actually write him and show him how to write.
Right, song structure, yeah.
We in the booth, baby. You see what it is. Mr. Cool's doing what he does. Snoop D-O-double-G. You dig? And right now, he's about to do what he does on the MIC. It's the Snoop D-O-double-G. Alongside the heavy hitter DJ and this is Rap City. I'ma slide to the side and let him do his
06.
Crippin'! Yeah. Some like to say they ballin', but me and my we crippin'. All the time, 7 days a week, trip this. Big Snoop in the booth on my 100 proof. I stand tall on the wall. Yes, y'all was Big Snoop Dogg. I come through so true. I'm usually wearing blue, but today I'm wearing green because I'm harder to see. Got on a cold hat that I lean to the left. See, Doggy Dog is my name. I never run out of breath. I keep these suckers in check. I got your girl on my left because she loving Snoopy D. Go double D to death. Yes, indeed, let me proceed. Keep it to you so slow. Because I know you want to hear me go for show, for show. Hit me go, listen to me, let me flow. D go double G, I'm rushing to the liquor store to get a photo or something to drink. I need me some dank. I got money in the bank. So baby, what you drink? Now sit back and you bank, Snoopy.
You can tell it's on the top because it's like,
I lean back. I don't have to talk about it. And when I gangsta, homie, I like to walk about it. I get my on till the break of dawn. I'm on and on and on for blowing more than a zone.
I wonder why this one's gonna make you laugh. Do you remember when Kid Creole from Grandmaster Flash's Furious 5 did his?
I think so, because wasn't it like a super old school flow? Wasn't it like an 80s flow he had or something?
Damn near late 70s flow.
Like Curtis Blow type
Oh
thing.
my God.
Yeah. That shit was jokes.
I'm the Pope of Greenwich and the Lord of Flat, but
Here's 5.
diminishes your hustling backwards. Fact is, y'all struggling actors. I run with dudes that clap dudes like you for practice, and I'm so vintage. I glow with no blemishes. Those
and they was old niggas at this time. So
they was old at this point. They probably 45, 50 at that point.
thugs pretending that 3 slugs will finish them. Preach peace and love or eat slugs for dinner. I'm a beast, y'all do petite thugs. Streets buzz when I cheat beats, they burn like leaf does. With a ice grin, I clap, then the lights dim. Had these brothers thinking light skin is back, entice them. Chickens, they want them to wife them. Ain't enough brother
He's
out
not
there
the
like
worst.
him and rap.
He decent. To be like an old school rapper, adjusted.
This is the funny one.
Here we go.
Kid Creole,
The hair.
y'all. The hair is crazy. Look like Ice-T.
He do like Ice-T.
I got one hand in your face, the other hand in my pocket. Holding the shot block about to cock it. Brass with both plexiglass could never stop me. They said you want me for a battle, but now you got me.
That's such
So
an 80s
that's why
film.
I'm fucking off. My vocal weapon to the highest degree. With the Z, I'm representing the lyrical joint. Hollow point is what I'm spitting.
He's struggling to stay in that pocket.
To take a whipping, bulletproof, Kevlar vest. I'm punching through it. Devoted, Teflon coated. That's how I do it. My rhymes are quick, extra clip, with infrared. I'm butter on bread. Take off 40s to the head. The lyrical venom out to get him. The rap snake. I'm snotty, leaving lyrical bodies in my wake. I'm out of control. Bullet hole to Armageddon. Stronger than if you bring it wrong. A lyrical weapon.
Trash, man.
I love that. I love it.
Trash.
No coincidence. I couldn't put fake made men.
I can't take
I love that
no
flow.
more.
That shit funny as hell to me.
Oh my God. Get that treacherous 3 ass flow out of here, man. Spoonie G ass flow. That
shit's
is
hilarious.
crazy.
That shit is hilarious to me.
Thank God for Rakim and Kane.
Yeah,
Because
Rakim,
to me,
Kane
they were
changed
the
the flow.
first ones that actually introduced real flow. To me, before them, everybody sounded like a karaoke machine to me. Even Run DMC and early LL Cool J, to me, it just sounded like, I don't know, just clap your hands.
Real
everybody.
staccato.
Yeah.
It's just real, like,
Yeah, like
Rakim just had a real smooth butter flow.
ins, outs, whatever he wanted
Yeah.
to do, he could do. And Kane with that cadence and that pace he would find,
Yeah.
and just that immaculate flow. And then you add in Marley Marl's production, his invention of like being able to splice the sample.
Yeah, the samples,
So now that
Marley
the
did
beat
that.
is not cookie cutter karaoke, whatever will come with your beat machine.
Yeah.
Whatever that word is.
As far as the drums, like,
yeah.
It wasn't stock drums no more.
Stock, that's what I was looking for. Stock.
The sample drums, he was taking drums from all the 80s songs and jazz tracks. Yeah.
All right, let's look at one more freestyle. I'm trying to find a dope one. Maybe Wayne.
Wayne went off.
Maybe
Wayne went off.
Wayne.
Jay-Z went off. Ludacris went off. That's probably top 3 of the top 5.
And this is the one with Wayne and Birdman, I think is going to do.
Even Bow Wow was kind of fire too.
Bow Wow, the dope Rhapsody freestyle.
I mean, somebody definitely wrote it. JD wrote it. It was still fire.
Rip this apart. Wayne and baby, I'ma step back.
Birdman, it ain't right if we don't make it hot and shielded. Hello world. I talked to him. Let me get him. See, live from the gotcha. Live from the 504, it's Mr. Crazy Flow, jumping like a bungee, no rope. Even in the dungeon, I glow. Even if it ain't sunny, I glow. If it ain't about money, I go nowhere. I'm nailed to the flow. I am a sail to the water. Money's the sail to my boat.
Kendrick got
Oh,
so much inspiration for him.
Like there's a well in the
hear
boat.
it.
And you can
No, I
smell
can,
what I smoke.
I can see that. Rapping wise, I feel like Kendrick comes from Wayne Tree.
Yeah, for sure.
Like lyrically and flow.
Flow, the voices
I
a
swim
little
with
bit.
the big, so I don't have time to deal with Willie the Squid. Lily pad, homies, look at the monster.
Gilly the Kid, this. You caught that?
Now, what did he say?
He has
Oh,
this
Willie the
Gilly.
Kid. But they said Gilly was writing for him. That was
Before
doing
that,
it back in the day.
I mean, that's why it was beats. It was like him saying he didn't write for you.
Bucks and all your new rappers, you are just new lunch. Flow sick, so sick, need a doc, yes. A creature, monster like the Loch Ness. I gets hotter by the tick, for I sizzle to death. I just tell the clock, give me a sec. I'm in the middle of the wall. where
What's
my
your take
enemy
on
get-
the Russell going viral for saying Wayne had no substance, wasn't rapping about nothing?
He didn't say anything that was terrible. Like Wayne, just like a lot of rappers, like I put it this way: for Wayne to be at that top level of rappers, he probably has less substance than anybody else who would be seen top 10, top 20.
Okay.
So if you're talking about Pac, Biggie, Kendrick, Jay-Z, I would say like Snoop is my favorite rapper, but I would say Snoop does not have Snoop still has substance though, just not on every song. Snoop still has substance on certain album cuts, but to me,
Album
Snoop
cuts.
Yeah, album cuts. I mean, overall, like Wayne and Snoop are similar, where they their appeal is not their substance. I'll put it that way.
They don't have substance singles. You're saying like substance driven singles.
Not a whole lot. Sometimes, I mean, Wayne did have How to Love, which is more of a sing-song type track.
True.
But to me, it's like nobody really cared that he didn't have substance. So the Russell's comment, it wasn't the worst comment in the world. It's the fact that he is still on the come up, and a lot of folks heard of him because of that comment. So I had to defend him damn near, because all the comments, who the fuck is Russell? I never heard of him. And then they're going to point out anything he ever said in any freestyle. They'll take 4 bars from any freestyle that he wasn't talking about shit and say, he ain't talking about nothing either. He talking about, I'm a real dog. That's not substance. So it's like, he just can't say that. Like, he wasn't necessarily wrong, but he's just not the one who could say that and get away with it.
Wrong messenger.
Wrong messenger, exactly.
Okay.
That's
Ray Daniels also echoed that sentiment. Somebody in the chat said hip hop isn't about substance. They call me a dummy. I would disagree. I feel like once Melly Mel came out with Furious 5, we were just watching that freestyle, Broken Glass Everywhere with the message. Yeah. And that was like that's probably the second big hit record from hip hop after Sugar Hill Gang.
Yeah.
After that, all the great MCs had something to talk about. They had to have a message, no pun intended.
To be at that level, yeah.
And it's crazy because there's a DJ named MacWop, that Schoolboy Q's DJ.
Okay.
Like a year or so ago, he's on his podcast, and the chat is talking to him about her. Somebody brings up Melly Mel, and he didn't know who that was. And he's like 40, like a 40-year-old DJ not know who Melly Mel is. That's what I be talking about. Like, we got to step our hip hop knowledge up out here. Like that's integral to hip hop. Clearly, that Rap City freestyle wasn't the best, but to act like they're not pioneers and you shouldn't be privy to who they are is crazy, in my opinion.
Yeah.
Shout out to Seven in the chat, Palm Trees in the chat. What else we got? Oh, Shia LaBeouf. Shia LaBeouf says LA culture is dead.
Shia LaBeouf, all he do is get in trouble now. All he do is get jumped in New Orleans and
go to jail
and say anti-LGBT quotes, and he's just. All he do is...
He's a gang member, apparently.
I don't pay no attention.
So he did an interview, and there's a clip we're going to act to in my DMs. Actor Shia LaBeouf says Los Angeles culture is dead.
I come from an LA in the 90s that was more of a barrio, and it had a depth to it with a different socioeconomic mix. And that socioeconomic mix is not like just money. It's like, it's culture and it's spirit and it's feeling and it's all those things. It shapes the person. And the socioeconomics of LA changed and the spirit left, and it's gone now. LA is dead.
You don't even feel it like when you're.
It's gone, bro. I'm an Angelino for real. I really am full blown LA. You couldn't get more LA than me. I am so.
I promise you, we can't.
He said I'm from the set.
Who's Esteban Oriol?
Oriol is just like a famous photographer.
It doesn't matter to me at all, bro. But even those dudes have become caricatures of themselves. The culture doesn't exist anymore. The car culture is gone. The dance culture is gone. The bar culture is gone. It's all gone. It's gone. I know it's gone because I'm firsthand watching it go away. Temple Street in LA used to be a cultural mecca. This is where gang culture first birthed. Temple Street and Glendale. That is the birthplace of gang culture in all of America. Temple Street's the oldest gang in America. This is also socioeconomics.
I doubt that.
So the first gang in America was Temple Gang. And then you have all this weirdo, whatever, New York shit they had popping off.
Even the expressions of like OG, what we call car culture. Like when you see meetups. I know what you mean about the
All
character.
right, what's your take on what you said? I'm hearing you disagree.
I mean, the thing is, so we always talk about it on suburban LA and on some of your posts. Like, LA is definitely not what it was in the 80s, 90s, 2000s culturally at all.
Yeah.
So he's not far off. Like, even if I don't care for him that much, it's like what he's saying has credits, but once again, wrong messenger, and he's not talking about the same stuff that we talk about.
Okay.
Like, to us, if we say LA culture is dead, we ain't talking about Temple Street. We ain't talking about the bars he's talking about. We ain't talking about the clubs he's talking about. Like for us, we talking about black LA. We talking about Crenshaw's not popping the same way. We talking about we can't go to that Rouse parking lot on what is that, Crenshaw, and is that that's not Rodeo, is it? Crenshaw and Jefferson Rodeo, where used to be a Rouse. You know what I'm talking about over there, or even 120 at the Crenshaw, or Ladera Center popping, or
Ladera Center, man.
Yeah, so it's like we talk about
Yogurt Land.
Yeah, so when it comes to that, it's just even certain clubs like how you asked me earlier about what clubs are popping. Even 10, 12 years ago, I could mention 5, 10 clubs every weekend that were just, where
Velasco used to hit.
Velasco, even like the Supper Club area, the Playhouse area, the Roxbury, like all these spots that we used to do back then, even my house area, whether it was even La Vida and Lake Jardine or Sugar, it's so many different clubs I could name that we don't have that culture. So to me, LA is definitely in a weird space because a lot of us have got pushed out. A lot of culture has got pushed out, from gentrification just to the expensive living to all else.
Cost of living.
Cost of living. So it's like, one thing I'll say is it's safer. The thing is,
crime rates have dropped
by a whole lot. So I'll say that the complaint 20 years ago was we can't go nowhere without it getting shot up, or this and that. Versus now, the complaint you see on social media is where the black people at. Yeah. So it's a whole different
complaint. When you have a group of black people together, you got Marathon Burger grand opening type of shit. So
sometimes, not all the time.
Yeah, because you got black on the block being peaceful and stuff.
For certain demographics, yeah, certain scenes, I would say. But overall, I would say, I feel like when it comes to just LA being, it ain't dead. It's never going to be dead at that level. But as far as black LA culturally, I feel like a lot of us did get pushed out to the IE or to Houston and Atlanta. So it's just, it ain't the same with us. As far as Mexican culture, to me, Mexican culture is still alive. They still thriving the same way.
Oh no, I feel like their community, their culture is intact out here.
Yeah,
I think maybe people in their community older people might feel like they trying to be black and they're like losing some of that to us. Like how they dress and talk now more so and saying N-word every damn day. Yeah, I still feel like their culture is still prevalent out here. Yeah, whereas ours is like it wanes in comparison to Atlanta, to Houston, to Chicago. Yeah, to DC, Detroit, DC.
Because even last week I went to 4 different schools to teach Black music history, and
I saw that.
And it's crazy because it used to be where like my dad's era in the 70s. Yeah. Jefferson and those schools, Fremont, were all black, and Locke and all those were like 90%, 100% black. Then for our era, 2000s, it was like the Crenshaw, the Westchester, the Dorsey, those schools, even Gardena. It's like all these schools now are barely any black. Like every school I go to, it's crazy. 10, 20% black. So it's just like we're not really there as much. We don't have the same presence, and the lower number we are as far as black population, the less we can really have confidence there. I can tell the kids don't have the same pride. It's like they're almost embarrassed to like. Not all of them. Like certain schools, it's like they're still representing. Like I went to Alliance Middle School. They're still like Tevin Campbell. Come on, they singing it. The Mexican kids singing it too. But I did something at one high school one time where it was like 3% black. So the black kids are just kind of sitting there, kind of meek and quiet because they feel so outnumbered. Yeah. So they don't have the same confidence.
I've heard that black. I've heard conversations about black students in schools that are predominantly Hispanic or non-black. They had a harder time learning.
Like I can see why too.
Yeah, and the class would be overpopulated. It's one teacher, 30 students, and then only 3-4 black ones. They're not getting as much of the teacher's attention. XYZ. I've heard conversations about that from older black people, and they said it was really started back in their day when it was going on. So, with that being said, what we got? We already talked about P Nice and the Long Beach take. Let's get to your list. You sent me. I posted it on Instagram.
The comments was funny too.
Crazy. Oh, I gotta go on the page.
You're talking about Long Beach probably. Long Beach probably what year? Because all my folks was 04, 05, 07. Dude in the chat, all 32.
All 32 is crazy. That's the craziest mod. That's why I won't mod him.
He a mod?
No, I mean, that's the craziest person in the chat. That's why I won't mod him.
Oh, that's why you want. Oh, yeah, he one of those. Yeah.
All right. Shout out to that. All right, here we go. So you tweeted, LA had all these bangers in 2018, 2019. YG Big Bank, OT Genesis Bay, Blueface Tatiana, Nipsey Last Time I Checked, King's Dead J-Rock, and BJ Uno.
Rich Ballin'.
Bino Bozo, Ventures and Adventures, that's my favorite song on this list. Right With It by Kaylin, that's another classic. 03 Greedo's Wave, Rude Victory Lap album, and the whole 6-tape movement. Why do you think this era gave us such great songs?
I don't know what it was. Oh shit! It's just you good because and funny enough, a lot of folks commented and they're like, "You didn't mention Draco." I'm like, Draco technically dropped 2017. It was December, so if you want to throw that in there too, I mean,
he was in jail.
He was in jail.
He was in jail during this period.
Yeah. But to me, I mean, because LA has had some runs because like early 2010s we was killing too. 2015, 16 was a little bit drier than 2018, 19. We just ended off strong before pandemic hit. I don't know what it was. It was a combination. I guess just to look at it technically, it was a case of like Jerkin era was 09. Yeah. 09, 2010, everybody was kind of finding their sound. TDE, Kendrick, they're kind of finding their style and their sound. Nipsey was kind of fresh out. You had Dom, who was
Dom on fire.
somewhat at his peak around early 2010s, but Jerkin era turned into the Ratchet era, the Mustard era.
Yeah.
Mustard evolved his sound, so by 2014, Mustard's one of the biggest top 2 producers in the whole nation when it comes to hip hop, R&B.
Yeah.
His sound permeate everything. Of course, him and YG had a quick little beef, so then they split
They
for a
stopped
minute.
working for a minute.
You had Twist My Fingers, which was still gets play. Mustard had a couple, had some of his mixtapes. 2018 comes back around, you got Big Bank, and then Mustard evolved his sound, because I didn't mention it because it's R&B, but you had Boot Up from LMA.
LMA,
biggest R&B song of that era too.
That's what you can tell.
Mustard.
His focus moved from LA rap to his artist, his flagship artist, his flagship artist.
So with that, it's like his sound evolved. So early 2010s, you had the 3 notes that we clown Mustard for. I'm good. Dun, 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 versus now you got full lush chords on High Fashion and on Ballin'.
Yeah, that's true.
So it's like the sound evolved perfectly in that era. Roddy came, and Roddy had the perfect hybrid of, you can tell he grew up more so on Future and Young Thug, but he's still LA, so he's still able to kind of put that Young Thug style on top of a song like Ballin' to where it feels West Coast, but it still appeals to the South.
Regions, yeah.
OT Genesis, he had all the trap songs 2014 to 16. He had the Cut It, he had the Coco, he had the Push It, but then 2019 he had Bay, and Bay was just one of those songs that's just like every bar on there could be a hook. Like every bar on there is just so catchy. So I just feel like that era, you had Blast and Bino coming with that melodic
romantic street rap. That's what I call it.
Yeah, you had that. So I feel like it's just everything in that era. We had different sounds. All that shit sounded different. Nipsey didn't sound like them. Blast, they didn't sound like what Roddy was doing. Totally everybody's sound was different. You had AMBJ with the Uno. Uno was a novelty, but a fun record.
Played it last night.
For real, it's a fun record. You had Tatiana was just one of the biggest records in the whole country. It's just we just had a movement where everybody was on our music. So Taste, like Tiger came back with Taste. If you think about Tiger was kind of quiet for a minute. Even YG was kind of quiet before Big Bang.
Those are both of their comeback records.
Yeah, so I remember I went to New York that summer, July and August of 2018, and I'm hearing cars driving by playing Big Bang and playing Taste, and I'm like, that shit never really happens in New York where they bumping our music like that.
Those are commercial records though. And then,
there's commercial.
Offset on Taste, Nicki Minaj, and Big Sean on Big Bang.
That was a perfect. Funny enough, you mentioned Charisma. I heard Charisma play it first. And I remember I Shazammed it. I'm the first person to ever Shazam Big Bang. I got the screenshot.
Really?
It said like one Shazam, and I'm like,
that's crazy.
I was like, this song's about to be a smash. I went to DR and played it the next week, DR Memorial Day. Nobody knew it, and the whole crowd was moving to it, and I'm like, this is about to be a hit.
No, it goes crazy.
So we just had, whatever it was in that era, all the artists were developed. I think everybody in that era had been out. Half of them had been out for 5, 6, 7, 8 years. YG had been out for like 9, 10.
Yeah.
They just knew how to make hits. And then even the new dudes, Blueface and Roddy and AMBJ just knew how to make catchy hits, even though they were new. Okay. It's just that era, just whatever it was, it just worked. And then pandemic came, everybody forgot how to make hits from LA. I don't know what it was. I'm being sarcastic, but it's like pandemic came and we just never fully recovered and got that stride back.
I was gonna say, was that the last good era of LA rap? Was that the last hot era of LA rap?
Overall, yeah. I feel like the thing with Kendrick is it depends on how you view it, because that was the highest peak that LA has reached as far as an LA artist, but it was just Kendrick on his own. It wasn't a whole lot to really follow up or to suffice and like keep it there. It wasn't like when Doggy Style dropped. Like Doggy Style came, but then you had Domino and you had Quick and Second to None and Cypress. Everybody else was still popping. Cube was still popping.
Yeah.
But with Kendrick, like Kendrick killed it to where the whole world was tuned in with Kendrick. Yeah. His songs was all big 2024, but there's nothing really following up with it.
Follow up, maybe Tyler Chromacopia.
Yeah, Tyler had some good waves,
but not a wave. Definitely not a wave. How do you feel about? And we'll get back to the list. How do you feel about the artists from GNX, post GNX? Like, do you feel like any of them fully capitalized or have dropped a hit record since being featured on the album?
Definitely no hits. Like, AzChike was the closest. I do rock with Game Time, and it's like, AzChike is interesting. I think, is it something about his flow and his style that, like, I love it, but it's just not translating to be, like, I feel like he still has to have somebody on the hook or something.
It's missing something.
Yeah, it needs somebody to be on the hook, somebody just to make it a full, complete record to where
otherwise it's just a rap. It's just a hard ass rap. I feel the same way about his what record.
Yeah, it was a cool little track.
It's hard rock with it. Yeah. And his flow and delivery, it's great. It is great. Chike can really, really rap. but there's still something missing that will take him over the top.
Yeah.
And hopefully when he drops this long-awaited album, he'll prove me wrong. I did not like that Hit a Nerve record. I'm gonna keep saying that. He dropped that Hit a Nerve record. Had a great elaborate music video, but the song itself, the beat itself, that's not going to be a hit. That's not going to translate to other regions. That's not even going to get replayed too much out here.
Yeah. Like Lefty, the song, you know, why he called me Lefty? Because like that song, it was cool, but it's just nothing was matching. Because it's like, the thing is, Kendrick is Kendrick. So he has the polish, he has the producers, he has the team. And if you know you're going to be on the Kendrick song, he might even help you with this little pocket. Plus, you know you got to step it up. Because like, Dodie has never sounded that good before.
Yeah,
like, Dodie came in crazy on there.
I feel like he fumbled the opportunity.
He
out most out of everybody.
He hella
crashed
fumbled.
out on Kendrick and the drugs and the videos, the viral car accidents and all that shit. I feel like Dodie just definitely crashed out. He called me trying to cuss me out last week over his F on the pork. I'm like, bro, you earned that.
You worked hard for that F.
Definitely. Wally the Sensei, I said like he needs another 03 flow.
Yeah, 03 flow and Scandalous. Like, we still playing those.
That's the format. You have to sing the blues over a West Coast beat. Versus, like, I feel like his single with Roddy Ricch, even his new single with K-Camp.
They were just cool.
It's just too flexy. It's like, oh, I'd have made it already. I want to hear that hunger, pain, starvingness in him.
I wish those songs, I mean, granted, he probably wouldn't have got on Kendrick album without making an 03 flow. Yeah. But I wish 03 flow could have dropped after. Because even when I put it,
crazy.
Because even me putting it on Twitter, people who didn't know who he was like, this shit kind of fire. Even the one song he had where it was like the ghetto gospel song where it was like, what song was that he had that he was singing?
Talking about Bastards?
Yeah, that one.
About
even that one. Like, I put a video of that up on Twitter that went crazy. So I just feel like people just didn't really capitalize and take off from the buzz of it. So it's also, as we always talk about when it comes to the West Coast, what's the issue? What's the disconnect? Is it the beats? Is it the flow? Is it the hooks? Is it the lyrics? Like, but look at 2019. Like, we had a mixture of everything. Tatiana didn't have any substance, but it was a great club song.
The beat was the hook is catchy. The beat is there.
The verses suck.
It was a fun record, of course.
Verses suck.
It was a fun record, but it also was a novelty. It just worked.
Yeah.
I don't think that's a great example of what I necessarily want an artist to go chase. Like, don't go in the studio like, oh, I'm making Tatiana tonight. Yeah. In my opinion, that's because it's a novelty. Like, it doesn't sustain. Yeah. But it sold some records, like a lot of novelty records do.
Like Soul City to me was like great. Soul City was biggest
it's
song.
Platinum on the Billboard charts. Yeah, I agree. Also, what's our last hit? Like nothing. Was Soul City our last hit from
that wasn't Kendrick?
Rapper?
That wasn't Kendrick.
That's Sans Kendrick.
Yeah. Aside from Kendrick, that was a major. I mean, no, yes, but no, because I mean. Rock Your Hips and everything else he made a couple more follow-ups.
Rock Your Hips is a cool follow-up.
Yeah, so Rock Your Hips is definitely a perfect follow-up. And Pete Whitney is not big nationally, but it always works for LA.
Oh, okay.
It's a banger in LA.
That record didn't work nationally.
Yeah, but it's definitely a banger for LA. Because 310 actually has a good flow. He in pocket. He got a voice. What?
You said 310 Baby was in pocket?
Yeah.
He be in pocket when you said 310 Baby has a good flow?
For what he's doing, yeah. For those club records, where the hell is that? Where the bitch? Even on Soul City, like his flow is perfectly with the beat. It's a little bit melodic. He's singing on key with it. Soul City, like it's basic, but it's still in pocket. Yeah.
So somebody can have a basic flow, and that still be good. Well, I guess basic
for what he's doing, for club.
You didn't say great. You're right. You didn't say great
for club records. Okay, I ain't talking about it's not good to where he's gonna compete. Where he's not trying to be at the Jay and Wayne at that type of shit. But for what he's doing, because the thing is, it's always gonna be a lane for that type of record. And when we talk about the West Coast too, it's like, what do we want to make us big again? Because it's like
artists with not to cut you off, but artists with the total package
who can make the club record, but can also make the substance.
Talk about something, make a love record, like versatility. That's why it's a category in the report card. Like, I grew up on artists that could do this, and this, not just I only can do this one thing. Yeah. To me, those are the greatest artists. And if they didn't, that would be their knock against them. People would complain about them not being able to do that back then. Like, people complain about Tyga, even though he came with hit after hit. People complain about, I don't want to hear a Tyga album, but Tyga ain't talking about nothing. We got to voice our opinion about how this artist that's putting out hit records is still lacking something.
Yeah. Like somebody in here in the comments said, coming from the South, that Cali music don't hit because of the beats. And that's something that's controversial, but it's like, I get it, but at the same time, the songs that work that blow up out there blow up and they sound West Coast.
Yeah.
Aside from the box, aside from like OT songs, not that many West Coast songs with trap beats blow up in the South because the thing is, I lived in the South. I went to FAMU.
Yeah.
When you're in the South at FAMU, or in the South period, they want to hear their South rapper talk their South shit to it. So just hearing a West Coast rapper rap on a Southern beat is not always going to appeal.
That would have to do with the tonality, because how do they know
Yeah.
where the person's from if they just listen to the song in the club or party?
You can tell just from the slang, the flow, because like the thing, if you listen to Roddy, sound like Future. OT sound like maybe Dolph a little bit on Cut It, or he sound like his flow running through Benjamin the regular. Some even I got homies from the 2, I got homies from the 3 versus him saying I got homies from 20s and 30s. Even just the little shit he said just sounded like a South nigga. So to me, it's the fact that like when a West Coast rapper does a South beat, if he still sounds too West Coast, they ain't gonna like it anyway.
They're not gonna like it. So there's just a disdain for the West Coast sound nationally.
Yeah.
Before we get to this Jay Ready album, I want to get your take on, and then we'll be out of here. I want to get your take on.
Yeah.
Did you see the young lady who was clowning our music? She's from the South. She said we make dead homies music.
I seen that.
Y'all know I'm from down south, so
I feel like this is
when
facts,
I hear like LA music, like what's the deal, West Coast music? It's like y'all just make dead homies ass music. Like, all right, look, let me play a beat. Y'all can hear that shit. Look, dead homies, dead homies, dead homies, dead homies.
But she know all our dances though.
She do know our dance. She be on TikTok. That's probably why.
Yeah.
We big on TikTok.
I mean, because dancers love our music. Like my homegirls from Florida who are dancers, they love all the dance moves. They love the 310 Baby type songs, and yeah. So like people who party like, because our tempo is faster and upbeat. But I mean, as far as what she's saying, there's definitely a whole segment of LA rappers who do that. But it's the issue that we always talk about. Same thing as when I came here last time. If a rapper don't sound like they're from LA, it's like, oh, he don't sound like he's from LA anyway, so it don't count.
You can't please
it don't count. It's like, so if Doja and Tyler and even Schoolboy and them don't sound, if they ain't using LA beats, it don't count. But if the rappers are using LA beats, if it's a new LA beat, they all sound the same. If it's an old LA beat, that's some old shit. It's like, how the fuck you win? It's just lose in every direction.
What do we do? Damn, it's like, gotta go back to the drawing board. Like I said, it's gonna take the next Draco. It's gonna take the next Nipsey. It's gonna take somebody that come out that don't sound like nobody else. Somebody original. We can't even describe them. Like, I don't want to be able to describe them. I want them to be totally new, mind blowing, and that might not be right now. That might be a year, 2 or 3 years from now. So
it's a whole reset. Because I mean, basically we in the same type of era that we were in. Like, because do you remember the New West?
Yeah, G Malone,
Problem.
Yeah.
Problem was brand new, and Envy and all those rappers who came in that little era between, like, because Game was the biggest one, but nobody else aside from Game really took off 05 to 08, 09.
They were mad at the OGs. I saw a lot of that conversation.
It was a clash against the Ice Cube. It was like they were all saying we're not G-Funk, but the production all sounded like kind of leftovers from 2001.
Parallel to it.
Yeah, it was that kind of Dre symphonic sound, the keyboard stabs, the strings, and all that shit.
It was more menacing, but it was still G-Funk derivative. Like,
what it took then was, like, jerking is really what led to the club sound. Jerking led to Mustard, was led to the West Coast sound being in the clubs and parties.
I feel like jerking was the best / worst thing that ever happened to West Coast hip hop. It brought us back, quote unquote, but I feel like we got stuck musically. Like, we never could move past it.
I don't think
I
so.
still hear rappers making quote unquote jerking type music, whether it's lyrically, in song structure, or production wise.
I mean, because the production turned into ratchet.
Ratchet music ain't nothing but jerking music with more gangster vibes.
Yeah, I mean, it's slightly evolved. So in a way, I mean, the ones who got stuck in it. But when that sound did evolve, the songs that I mentioned that where it was evolved was fire. The Roddy Ball-ins, or like the even like some of OT's faster songs, like the songs that sound polished that came from that sound were dope. Even if you want to argue Tiger Taste came from that sound, or even the, in a way you could even argue that some of the blast productions kind of came from that. It's just they merged different sounds, because like Mustard started off with that jerking sound where it was this I'm good and like bitches ain't shit. It's just one little instrument, hard 808, little quick little snare. But then he evolved it. By the time he got to 2013, he had Burn Rubber. He had Paranoid. Okay. 2014, you got BPT. You got Don't Tell Him. You got Show Me. You know, so his sound evolved. So to me, he was able to evolve it, but then he did kind of step it back for Big Bank. Big Bank sound more like 2011 and 2014. But it's like, yeah. So I think that sound can evolve, even still. I mean, because that's the tempo that we enjoy. Like even DJing the party I did with Storm on Saturday, LA, we just like the 100 to 110 BPM. We just like that tempo. We don't like trap tempos. We don't like 70 BPM. Because we don't dance. We don't dance
because
like that.
we grew up on funk music and our parents grew up on funk music that you just cruise to and you outside in the summer, or all year round rather. Or why do you think that is? Why are we stuck on that tempo?
Yeah, it's like basically that tempo is just, it's been on that tempo even going back to like, I would say in the 80s it was electro tempo, it was 120s. That's when you had the World Class Record Crew, LA Dream Team. Yeah. Then it slowed down a whole lot for Batarang, but then once Dre and them figured it out, once you got past NWA and then G-Funk, 95 BPM. So Warren G, Quick, even Q was a little bit slower at some points, but it sped up when he got with Bomb Squad. Yeah. American Supposed One was 108 BPM. Chuck D and How to Survive South Central and No Vaseline was 105, 108. But that tempo just feels native to us, the way we dance. Like if you look at the way we dance compared to the South, we dance, everything in LA dances all go to 100 BPM tempo. Whether you're doing this, whether you're doing this, whether you crip walking, whether you're doing the Tatiana dance, whether you're doing the left, right, let me see you do it. All our dances just fit that 100 BPM. Okay. Versus the down south, you had Hit That Nay Nay. That goes with that tempo. You had the Hit Them Folks, you had the Lean With It, Rock With It. All their dances go with their tempo.
Something a little faster.
It's actually slower.
You saying it's slower?
Yeah, all the trap shit's slower. 70 BPM, 75 BPM versus 100.
Fast versus there.
Ours is faster.
Faster, okay.
But they have double time hi-hats, so it sounds faster.
So I'm being tricked into thinking it's faster.
Yeah. Everybody think, the hi-hat is faster. Because think like No Hands, No, them songs are slower. The snare is 1, 2, 3, 4 versus West Coast is you a bad bitch, fuck it up, 3, 4, 1, 2. So West Coast is way faster than down south music when it comes to trap music. It's that trap has faster hi-hats. So it feels faster.
Feels faster.
It's more energy to it sometimes.
Okay, bet. That's mastered.
Yeah.
Let's close with this. What are your thoughts on the J Ready album, or project album, mixtape, whatnot? Project.
Oh yeah.
Fresh Prince of V8.
So I listened to it. I actually got some notes for it and everything too.
Okay, let's talk about it.
Yeah. So J Ready's my first time hearing about him, but he stayed a couple miles over, on Western and 74th, he Western 104th, so about 30 blocks over. So to me, it definitely has a very Detroit type of style to it.
I see the influence.
Like BFB, Pac-Man, and that kind of Rio the Young OG. Mm-hmm. The real, the whole thing is just jokes, like hella funny jokes.
Comical, yeah.
Comical. A couple recycled punchlines I heard before here and there, but overall it was like a lot of little funny jokes that he had. The production was definitely very 2000s inspired on a couple songs he had. It was creative to sample Danger and to sample Jay-Z Give It To You, or Give It To Me. Both Neptune productions from the same year, but they sampled both from the same song. So to me, the production was decent on some songs. Like a lot of it didn't sound super typical LA, but it was all LA tempo, as I was just saying.
Okay.
I feel like as far as just like some of the jokes he had, like he some of the shit you can tell he actually kind of a witty, smart type of dude.
Witty is the perfect word.
Witty, so I fuck with some of that. Like as far as the biggest, or the song I think is gonna be probably the biggest, get the most love is probably Suave, of course, because they had the Suave Mente sample.
Yeah, that's going viral right now. They got
it
wearing sombreros and AI and all kind of shit.
So it's perfect timing because right now we in March. We got 2 months till Cinco de Mayo.
Summer. So you think that could be one of the joints this summer?
Summer, but Cinco de Mayo. For Cinco de Mayo, 2 months. So that means all the memes and stuff. If that song is big for that, then it'll blow up. So he's good for that. I would say he had the features was cool. Rimble feature was a little bit underwhelming. Like
not stand that.
Rimble is not
mission accomplished.
Rimble, I don't know. Like Rimble's one of those who
fell off.
He lost it.
Punch. Yeah.
Like his last couple of bars started to get a little bit better, and then the verse ended.
Yeah, because he started warming up like with the Black Boy Max bar and certain things towards the end of that. I agree. Yeah. But how he started his verse. Mid, black. Yeah.
It was kind of mid with that.
That's mission accomplished.
Yeah, so to me, it's a case of overall, the features was like decent. It didn't really like elevate the project overall, but I think for how many projects does he have? Is this his first?
This is his first full length. He does have an EP out.
Okay,
dropped last year.
Yeah, I think for that lane, like it definitely has that Detroit type of lane where it's just all kind of comical. Of course, he's saying a little bit of some gang stuff, but it's not dissing anybody. At least.
It's not flagrant.
It's not flagrant.
It's not flagrant, but it's there. The innuendo is there, and sometimes he just says it, but it's not. He's definitely not dissing anybody. Black Lives Matter with Big Sad,
Yeah.
obviously.
Some funny lines on that one.
Yeah. My least favorite record is the Polynesian Joy with One Take J.
Yeah, it ain't. I was hoping One Take would take it to the next level, but it was.
I do not like One Take J's rap. It's stuck.
You be saying that,
I feel
though,
like One Take J is stuck there. The Zoe Summer record was whatever. Rimble record was whatever. I felt TV Dinner was interesting.
TV
I feel like
Dinner,
that's like to me that's like not as great. Obviously, but like that reminds me of like the Biz Marquis type of MC. Like, I'm here to make you laugh and be creative with it.
It's actually because I guess me having a sense of humor, like it's actually like he's saying funny shit the whole time. So I do rock with just the overall like style he has, like even some of the bars he had on TV Dinner, just the whole concept of it.
He says a white girl calls him the Nigger.
I was like, that's one of them lines that Twitter is gonna hate, but it's just he a troll.
He says definitely the baby record, like I don't want the baby, like all kinds of like he's just crazy like that. There's shock value with Jay Ready.
It's
so I give him that.
It's shock value. That's why I said Detroit. 'Cause Detroit from Bizarre to the BFB Pac-Man and all them era, it's like they know for having those kind of shock values, just saying crazy shit, but it's just funny.
That's true. I will type up a full-length report card for this Jay Ready album. I am proud that he put out a full body of work. I think it's also like a good show of faith when you see new artists come out and then you got the Big Sad, Zoe Sama, Rimble, One Take J, that lineup of features on the project. It shows that we're working together. We can't use that, LA rappers not working together. Like here's a new guy up, and then you see a bunch of different rappers come stamp him on his first full-length project. That's dope. So salute for that. All 32, my mom said Jay Ready is, what did he say? He just said it. He said Jay Ready, let me know when you see it from All 32.
What's it?
Not that one. Jay Ready is everything y'all said that's wrong with LA rap. And I feel like there is, I mean, he has star potential. Again, to me, if he like tightens up his shit, he could be the next Blueface. Like that's the cap I see him at musically. I see him being like a Blueface type of social media driven rap star.
I mean, I would say even comparing it to like some of the, even like Sada Baby and them, because they had kind of some of the same type of sense of humor, just kind of saying. But the hood dude who's still goofy as hell and funny.
Yeah,
like,
can still have fun. Not afraid to have fun.
If he can make this a catchy song, because Sada had a couple. Like he had a couple, like the whole lot of choppers and some of those songs. I feel like he could possibly get something to that level. So
absolutely, but I'll type up that that report card for Jay Ready and get his grade out. He dissed me last week because he got an F on the report card. He dropped a song called Fuck the Report Card with 2 C's. Shout out to Jay Ready. All right, let the people know where they can find you and let them know about the Dime.
Oh yeah, so I'm at the Dime tonight. I'll be there in about an hour and a half. The Dime, I'm there on Mondays, every Monday. Yeah. It's on Fairfax. I play a little of everything, New West Coast, Old West Coast, South, R&B, whatever I feel like playing.
Okay.
But I'm there on Mondays. As far as just my social media, I'm at DJ R-Tistic on Instagram, on Twitter, on TikTok, on Twitch. I'm at R-Tistic 310. So basically, I'm DJing almost every weekend. Whenever I'm in LA, I'm doing stuff on the weekends. Okay. Sometimes on weekdays as well too. So recently I've done Black on the Block, Black Market Flea. I did the Nipsey, the reception Saturday. I did. I just went to party with Storm the Barge. I went crazy. Yeah. I do all the LA functions. So LA functions coming back for y'all in May.
Can't wait.
I do all the Everyday People. Whole different crowd from LA functions. Whole different party, but
okay.
I always rock that and still put some LA on it.
So those are people that aren't from LA. Every
most of them. So the Everyday People, the crowd is probably half to even 2/3 transplants, but it's like it's enough LA people there to where when I play LA song, we go crazy because they ain't used to hearing it there.
Okay.
So their most viral clip last year, they got 2 million views, was me playing BPT, and they're
recorded it and posted it.
Yeah. So.
All right, babe. We got a $5 super chat from Dex and Effects. Said, thanks for looking out for my baby mama. Not too late for her birthday gifts, fellas. And welcome to Tam's Draft Lush for Mondays. Black Light. Happy birthday, Tam. Once again, happy birthday to my co-host, Tam.
Happy birthday to you, though.
R-Tistic, I appreciate you pulling up. You pulled up on last minute, short notice, and I apprate it.
Of course.
And we had one of the best hip-hop conversations we've ever had on this platform. Just you and I, no distractions.
Yeah.
No overwhelming drama or anything like that. Just good West Coast hip-hop conversations. We talked about all sort of things. And Point and Shoot asked why I fired Boe, and it's because he can't have conversations like this. He couldn't. Things we talked about today, he wouldn't be able to get to. So, we're just going in a different direction. That's all it is. And salute to everybody in the chat. Like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see